Following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
Or we've been informed.
All right, we are live. Welcome, everyone, to Total Tabletop. Tonight is Horsemen of the Apocalypse. We are on episode 75. It will be a unique experience tonight. Be a little bit shorter of a game because we have a big meeting that we have planned, but we didn't want to not play at all. So we are here to wrap up this arc and hopefully the year by the end, but we will see. You never know with Dungeons and Dragons. It is a game of improvisation and collaborative storytelling, so who knows? Someone might open a can of worms and it won't end early, but that is the tentative plan, so you have been warned about that. But welcome, everyone. I am your humble Dungeon Master of the evening, DM Steelax, and yet again, we have our HotA cast-in crew. Everybody knows and loves all of them. One of them is even people's favorite, which we'll get into in just a moment. But let's see. Any admin stuff we need to go over? Merch. We've been selling more merch. Loving that you guys have really been enjoying it. We got some great stuff. Coffee mugs, t-shirts, sweatshirts, tank tops. There's now phone cases that we can do. Just check it out. It's a great way to support the channel. You guys can get some cool swag.
That's right. Phone cases.
Yeah.
I gotta look that up.
Yeah, it's not in the store, but I can add them. So you guys just let me know what you have, and I could temporarily put it in there for you. They kind of have a limited capacity of the maximum different items we can have. And I can also change stuff to upload like character images or something like that. So it doesn't have to be just...
Shut your mouth.
Nah, yeah,
Shut
man.
your mouth.
You just tell me what you want, Kyle, and I'll make it happen for you.
Get a Finley phone case.
Tell me.
Yeah, man.
And can we get the giant Yeti penis from Session Zero stuff?
That would
I
be
still
dope.
have that image, actually.
You mean to tell me if I
We'll
want
run that
to
as an
say-
exclusive.
if I want to get, say, this mug or this phone case or this sweater with the HotA logo with the four of us on there looking fucking dope.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I thought, oh, dude. Okay. All right.
Yeah. We can do lots of cool
Continue on
stuff.
your merch, like
So just let us know. Speaking of merch, if you see top corner, we started the new challenge for this quarter. So we're already at 10%. So that's going to be, if you guys can hit the goal by the end of the quarter, we'll do a merch giveaway. If you guys don't hit it, we'll still roll it over to the next quarter. So it's not like a never will get there, but you guys blew the last one out of the water, so we increased the cap for this one. We'll see if we can do it. We got Sunny was the winner for the last one, so we got the t-shirt sent out for him. So hopefully he'll get that soon. See what else. YouTube. We got all the episodes are currently caught up. We were behind for a while, but everything is all caught up. Or you guys can. Yeah, let's see what else. I had a brain fart. Discord. We are looking at starting to do more plans for the Halloween episode. We were going to do a 24-hour stream, or a 12-hour stream, excuse me. But a lot of people were saying that was too hard to pull off. So we're going to go back down to a normal game. Ventus was going to run that. We have 3 players already signed up for that. So if you guys want to get in on that, just let us know.
Sonny says he's wearing the shirt right now.
Oh, he got it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I told him post a pic in the
Hell
Discord.
yeah, man. You got to show off
Damn,
his
he
swag.
got his quick. It took
Yeah.
mine like 3 weeks to get here.
Yeah, and his went all over the UK.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, when you ordered yours, though, was right when the COVID thing happened, though, so that might have been why.
Story of my life.
Yeah. Anything else, you guys? For admin? No? All right, let's just get into introductions. We'll get
And Decline
recap,
for Life.
and then we will get into
Put
tonight's
that on a
game.
shirt. That'd be fun.
That would be cool. Yeah, if you guys got any ideas for some cool fucking merch images, send them. We'll do fan art.
What about the character art? What about the fan art that Nicole did of Finley singing Glamour with my flannel on? I could get that on a fucking.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, okay. Well, Christmas is right around the corner, so I know what I'll be asking Santa. All right. AKA my wife. All right, so what's up, everyone? My name's Kyle, coming out of York, Pennsylvania. You know me better as everyone's favorite Halfling Bard, Philly Shenanigans. And just a quick side note, just a random fact about Kyle. I am switching up how I'm writing my E's.
Okay. The letter
Cursive E's
E?
or
Letter E. I'm rewriting all my D&D notes, which if anyone's ever done before is a fuck all chore in itself. And I'm looking and I'm like, gosh, I can't read my own writing, and it's a lot of E's that I can't read. So I'm trying something a little different.
I'm really uncomfortable with this knowledge that you've given me.
I mean,
I don't know why.
What do they look like now? What do they get confused with?
Okay, so I copied something from my dad where he writes everything in capital letters.
Okay.
Oh.
This is what I do. It makes me like kind of take the time, but I still go really fast. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I do that a lot too.
But so now I'm writing it almost like a C, and then I write a line through it.
Oh,
I don't know.
weird.
Okay.
So what used to be this, right?
So it's like a euro symbol.
Yeah, like a euro is supposed. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. So instead of doing this, because I was going really fast, I got fucked up. So I make a C and then come back for the line through, and I mean, it looks nice.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, CE, that's a lot faster.
In case you were wondering about that when you woke up this morning, tonight
Now you know.
You're fucking
No,
wrong.
that's good. That's good because E's is the most stroked letter. I
Angles.
believe. Yeah. Well, it's where you have to lift.
It's the most stroked, Kyle.
It's like most people won't do this, so you have to go. So it takes 3
Really?
independent strokes typically. F can take 2.
So doing the C and then lifting up and coming back for the swipe, it actually looks nice that I can read it.
Why don't you just write in cursive like a normal person?
Ugh.
That's like an ancient language from fucking Latin. Is that like 1278?
I write in
Was
cursive.
invented?
We were all taught to write in cursive in
Yeah.
elementary school.
Who writes in cursive?
I don't, but I know how to.
That is not a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I
know how
do,
to,
but not normal. My default is just
All
normal.
signatures are in cursive, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Man, decompression is gonna be so dope later when we start comparing signatures.
Anyways, moving on.
Have a
Hi,
few
everybody.
beers.
My name is AJ. I play Rin in a Rin, probably the one who actually does write the most in the party because he's got a book manifesto for him to work with. And getting ready to go into a fight with only 3 spell slots, so we'll see how well that works for a wizard. I'm probably going to be leaning on my party. Pushing
Lean on me.
I don't think you've ever lost a hit point.
I have lost hit points, yeah.
He got killed
In-
once. The hammer.
Only been Gallagher.
Let's get over that one time when we were level 20.
I have lost
on.
I have lost hit points before, yes. Like I lost hit points with
It was
that,
a Thursday, I believe.
that big, it was the stone golem that was
like
right
Wednesday.
there when we had the flaming and the head chopping disc. I got
So not
punched.
this year.
Not this year. Well, no, that was last year. Yeah,
That was last year.
last year with the when we first met the Grung, I got punked.
Practice your E's, kids.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dylan.
He's never
I
taken
played
any
this
damage
last
either.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm everyone's least favorite fighter, but favorite cleric, Kurtz Glaskin. And I'm pretty sure I am beating everyone in number of deaths.
You might have more deaths than AJ's taking hit point damage.
That's very well could be true.
For this year, yeah. For this year, we're tied.
You not died this year.
Yeah, so we're tied
the
for this
shirt.
year.
The shirt was posted in the Discord.
It
Looks
is.
Oh,
good. Looks good. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue. Go. I'm just looking at the shirt.
No, I'm distracted now.
Nice.
Connor always gets forgotten going last. We're like, all right, we're over introductions. Let's just move on. He's like, wait, what?
I mean,
That's cool.
want to go, Connor. Go ahead.
I like the tattoo.
I mean, I guess if you want to, Connor.
It's your
So
thing.
hey guys, my name's Connor. I'm playing Urgra Dropper, the half-orc ranger. And fun fact, for a home game I found a cool hieroglyphics translator, and it turns out E and I are the same letter, and that confused me for a long time because when I'm writing, I can't see what the letters are, and so I see the same symbol for E and I. I'm like, God damn it, I must have typoed. Damn it, it's still a typo. What am I doing? I'm and so. It took me a while to figure out and actually look down to the key and see that E and I were the same symbol.
Well, maybe you should have done an E, a C with a line through it. You would have been
Just
good.
saying. Just saying. What hieroglyphics was it? Like Egyptian? What?
Egyptian, yeah.
No, what?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
I
so-
mean, it's just the version I found that had a keyboard app that was free that I could type.
Oh.
And so both E and I were a reed. And so like
Yeah.
all of my is's were s's, and it was, yeah. Luckily, it was my players figured it out.
Nice.
Well, now I'm curious, so here I go Googling. Anyway.
I can put the link in the chat if you want.
Yes!
All right, fine.
All the links. Throw it in the Discord. We got shirts in Discord. Why not have this shit? Hieroglyphics. It'll
It's
probably
pretty
look
fun,
exactly
actually.
like my normal handwriting.
Awesome. Well, welcome back, players.
Woo!
Let's get a recap as soon as Connor gets that link sent.
It's in.
Okay, cool. What happened last week on episode 74 of Horsemen of the Apocalypse?
Yeah,
So-
Connor.
So, after last week, we started off in the Grung village that was, I think at that point, actively burning with their chief dead and the Grung now liberated. However, we realized that we had more to do, and there were other things that maybe were a bit more time constrained than guiding a entire enslaved race of multicolored Grung to the lion territory. So we delegated. We had the tiger tabaxi that were still alive go back to the lions to get reinforcements, as well as to our guild to get more reinforcements and deal with it for us. Meanwhile, we were going to go ahead and look for Clifton, a mute, spotless cheetah tabaxi, who was a friend of our friend's, Minmoir. Apparently, he had been searching for the murderer of his... Was it just mother or both parents?
Mother.
I think it was just mom.
Oh, no.
And so, yeah, we'll find out when we meet him, and he will sign, I'm sure, in a very...
If it's good.
Yes.
So we went through the jungle since we did not have a good enough survival check to find a good direction, but eventually we stumbled across a carriage that had been overtaken with 3 individuals taken prisoner. Followed the trail further, finding an abandoned cottage with a journal that led us to find that maybe this our cheetah friend stayed here, and he did a little scouting of his own and seemed to find something interesting. So following his directions further, we found an abandoned fort, only perhaps not quite so abandoned, as we found it was occupied by some yellow-skinned strange creatures who apparently had an ability to use magic, as they were able to teleport throughout the fields, causing a bit of mayhem. However, we were able to get rid of their scouts before they were able to raise the alarm. Traveling deeper, we found their prisoners, but they were behind locked doors, so we had to use quite a bit of our resources to get a key that was behind a very dangerous series of traps, but we succeeded, and we are now delving even deeper towards a series of chanting, of which we hope to stop before something terrible happens.
All right, excellent. So as you guys are moving, further in the corridor, there was another Gith with his back turned. You guys sprung on him, and ended up finding out there was more of them in that room. So go ahead and switch screens here real quick. Ooh, we got some cheers. Thanks, Sonny.
Oh, wow.
All right, so we got Kurtz, who's empty. So
Can I
we'll go
please
ahead
have that inspiration point?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sonny. That's awesome.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, so you guys are actually all topped off. Looking good.
Nice.
Ready to move in. So as you guys came in and attacked the Gith, he was here. You guys are all starting to close in, and they started running towards this way, leading to a set of double doors, which Gith number 1, on his turn, just opened up. So these doors just swing into this hallway, and as they are trying to run this direction, you can hear them calling out in their Gith language, which we were saying sounds kind of like the Geonosians, or not Geonos. Is that right? Yeah, from Star Wars, the bug people.
Bug people.
Yeah.
Bingo.
So he's getting ready to head down there.
At a bingo.
Okay, so
Don't mock his accent, AJ.
all right.
Oh. I'm just mocking the word.
No, he's in character. It's Rin. He's just being racist.
Oh,
All right. So once he gets,
is it Githist? Get
I
this.
still liked his first initial where he's just like, "Oh, to get this over here."
All right.
Oh, the things we do in D&D.
Okay, so he is actually going to Misty Step.
Ooh.
Just don't worry. No, come at me, bro. Oh, you bitch.
And then
Oh my gosh, can that be the sound Misty Step makes for the rest of our lives?
sure, why not?
Like
No, no. I blink all over the place. You want me just to go boo?
Yeah.
that.
And then
Just for the
level,
bad guys.
at level 18, you do that as many times with no spell slots.
It's like a
And then when you
I know,
blink,
exactly.
you could do like the Mario sound when you go down a tunnel. Like, yeah, exactly.
Can't we just go with or
For
All right.
range.
What, you want a COVID cough as your fucking sound effect for disappearing? Like,
thinking more of like it's when the person has like no more energy left. They're just like that kind of.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20,
that's an
30.
interesting
All right,
choice,
so
AJ.
he will also. And
But
then
it's Disney, Sword in the Stone. If you listen to Magic, they make.
No, I've never seen that one.
Oh,
Stop running,
and boom.
How do you feel about them running away from you?
dude. If they run, I can't hit them with my hammer.
All right, so just boom, boom, boom. They're all gonna
Fast.
just be heading off down as the door is wide open, and you can hear them kind of crying out these noises, and the chanting will kind of start. You can hear now that the door's open. You can hear that there is sounds of many voices down below. That'll bring us to Kurt's Glaskin. So as you're running it, pursuing them, it just boom, boom, like disappear right in front of your eyes, and you can see them just go a little ways down the hallways and continuing down there. What would you like to do, sir, as we pick back up in this underground
First, I will unmute myself,
fortress?
and
It's
then
optional.
I will advance.
Okay. All right, so as you
Um,
come through this opening, you can see sets of more doors and leading down a corridor, and you can see them just barely off. There's a little bit of light coming from a room that's at the end of the hallway, so you can barely see the silhouettes of their bodies as they're running further down.
Good thing I don't need to aim. Sacred Flame on number 2.
Number 2.
That DC is wrong. It should be DC 13.
That's quite high.
yeah. It's a good.
And
Ooh.
fails.
Fails!
Bells anyway.
Alright, so
All
he
right,
takes
1d8
8 radiant.
Nice.
He takes 8 radiant.
Beautiful.
Get back here, you!
That's actually
Aye.
enough.
Oh,
Yeah, he
Oh, was that the one we were picking on?
Yeah, that was the one who was hurt. He was hunted
Just
marked
a-
by
a-
Urgra.
a column of holy fire just descends from the sky, turning the sky to a fucking pillar of ash.
Beautiful. Okay.
Mid-run.
Yeah, like mid-run, he's like just thinking he's out of range of the.
Yeah, and then he crumbles like he got Thanos snapped.
Beautiful. Okay, what else would you like to do?
That's it.
All right. All right, then we go to Finley Shenanigans. So Kurtz is pursuing the creatures that you guys have been seeing in this area. You hear a flaming crackle explode from his hands as he scorches one of the gith. You can hear him screaming off in the distance. What would you like to do, Finley?
Alright. See if I remember how to do this. Haha! I do. Haha!
Yeah.
Look at me doing shit. Let's see here. Gosh, it's a fickle thing, isn't it? Ugh. So I start running down the hall. This would be a question. When I run down the hall and I come around the side, DM, would that give off any sort of light source for even the briefest of moments? Since it's like radiant?
His damage?
Yeah, because I was going to cast Vicious Mockery, but I have to be able to see them.
Oh, sure.
I can't-
Oh, yeah, of course.
I I can't see them, but I didn't know if like when I come around the corner when this guy, as Kurtz Gladskin said, immerse into holy fire, if it like radiates for a second,
Yeah,
that
it
I'd be
says
able to see the
flame-like
other.
radiance descends on a creature you can see. Yeah, that's definitely going to light him up.
I think
Okay.
they just need to be able to hear you for that spell, actually.
I looked it up. I have to see them.
He needs to have a target for his wrath and viciousness.
Right. I mean, if you're gonna let me do it,
Yeah.
from that moment,
Yeah, I can spread
as I
to
come-
the just 5-foot square around him.
Sweet. As I come around the corner and see the guy light up and the other one turn into dust, I'm like, "Oh, hey, where are you guys going? You're leaving the party so soon!" And I'll catch the vicious mockery.
Number 1 or 3?
Whichever one I can see. I can barely
3.
see like on my screen. I can kind of sort of see that guy.
Okay. Wisdom save.
I feel like this is now going to be guilty damage.
And it's a 15,
Ah.
13. Cool. So he takes 6 points of psychic damage,
Nice.
and he has disadvantage on his next attack if he has one.
And that's not just per round; it lasts until he attacks. So even if he
Yeah,
waits
yeah,
4
yeah,
rounds,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. And he has
But
been mocked viciously.
that's all I can really do. So that's what I will do.
Okie dokie.
That's it.
All right, then we go to Miss Urkra.
5, 10, 15, 20. What do I see? Not much. 25 and 30. Hey, there you guys are. She will go ahead and bonus action Hunter's Mark this one right here.
Okay.
And then she gonna let 2 longbows fly.
Oh, god dang it.
First one will hit.
And it is just Hunter's Mark.
You're,
so no
you're throwing
extra
off the
damage.
vibe, Connor. We were doing real.
Good damage, though.
10.
15 damage.
50. Oh, yeah, with the... Good job. 15.
And my turn immediately ends,
It
which is
does.
good because I was out of stuff.
Good.
Let the record show I was done.
Yeah, no bonus action.
That's your
dash.
stupid rule,
Nope.
Sean.
I Hunter's Marked him for bonus action.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so as Kurtz and Finley are starting to come down, the blast goes off. Finley starts shouting some insults that echoes down the hallway. Urgra, you kind of lean over Kurtz's shoulder, poof, get one shot off. Try to do the second one, and it kind of, as you're coming back over Kurtz, you end up having to shoot a little bit high to not hit him. But one of them will sink into the Gith down below. And then we go to Rin.
Okay, seeing as I'm a little depleted, I'm going to be a little more cautious, but, 5, 10, 15. Do I notice what that is? What is that behind us?
I think it's just a mural or drawing.
It's a statue
It's a statue. It
Oh.
appears to
Statue
be,
of a dragon.
a lizard with
Oh, that's
wings.
the dragon statue.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's the... All right. So 5, 10...
It'll be about the
and
size of a
15.
horse.
I
Very
want it for
small.
the-
Okay, but all right, big enough. So 20. All right, I'll aim at the same as Urgra shoots it and then misses one. I'll pray that I don't fuck up again. Okay, we'll try Firebolt. Firebolt! And 18.
All right, 18 will hit. You going for
Oh,
number
good.
1 or 3, or what are you trying to do?
The same one as Urgra. Same as Urgra.
Okay, number 3.
Yeah.
6 fire damage. Okay.
And then back away 10. There we go. And that's my turn. Pop in, pop out, pop in, pop out. One way or another, I pop in and I pop out.
Okay. All right, so we're back on to number 1. So he will kind of like briefly turn over his shoulder as he goes to chuck a javelin. It is going to be quite the distance, though. Let's see how far he is away from Kurtz. 50.
Can be long range. I think they're at 30 feet.
And the guy hit with vicious mockery, it's just disadvantage till the end of his turn, so it doesn't.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Darn.
It's not until he attacks something. It's just that turn.
So I'll give him disadvantage with the javelin.
It is
If it's the same guy.
No, this is number 1 that's going first.
Okay, cool.
All right, 14, and the first one is Kurtz. All right, so that will definitely miss.
Yep.
And he will run in further. 20, 30. All right, that one is Gonzo. And number 3. We'll do the same thing. Oops, we'll use the first one. I clicked it twice by accident. Disadvantage was 16. That will miss.
Clang, clang, clang.
All right, so as they kind of over their shoulders, they just from Chuck and Kurtz will kind of sidestep, making sure you stay in front of Urgra and Finley, who are behind you. I'm able to kind of, as they're coming in the air, you just swing your gauntlet down, kind of just crushing them in the middle of the air, knocking them aside. You notice that they had a lot of power behind those throws as they turn and they start to dash, making their way further down there, which will lead you to Kurt. So right as you knock them down, you look over your shoulder, seeing that Urgra and Finley look okay. What would you like to do?
Advance.
Give a thumbs up for you blocking the javelins.
That's what I do.
I do this, and then this. Go, 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 go.
Oh.
Oh, what?
I do see a light source.
I mean, yeah, I saw the light source at the end, but what, is it worse than the light source?
The light source is not the issue that I am witnessing at the moment.
Can't wait to get down the hallway and find out what that means.
What, is there like a... What? No. Okay.
What are you doing?
Whatever it is.
We're in for a ruckus.
I kind of want to describe it, but I almost want to wait till everyone else gets down there. So
I'm going through my spells right now.
okay. So as those two run further into the room, you see the corpse of the one you guys were able to strike down is kind of in the center way, and you notice this hallway opens up into a much larger room, and you can see in each corner is going to be a source of light. This it seems almost like a flame, but it's moving in slow motion, so you can kind of see like a fireball that's kind of like slowly,
Like that.
super slow motion is kind of the light source for this area. And you
Are
can
they like
see,
orbs of fire?
kind of, yeah.
Like a lava
almost-
lamp without a case.
Kind of, yeah, like a mix between like a torch and a lava lamp, and it's just kind of suspended over these pedestals, kind of burning in slow motion. The light coming off of it doesn't go very far, but so you can see just kind of the edges because you don't have dark vision. You see this thing in the center of the room, as well as all the things all around, which I don't want to get too descriptive until they get down there. Anything else you'd like to do, Kurtz?
Yeah. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. Alright, so you're going to get a +2 bonus to your armor class. Concentration up to 10 minutes. Perfect. Okay. Anything else?
So I'm going to run forward and then finally breaking the threshold, seeing the fun times ahead of us. Just going to stand there for a second, pull out the scroll, do the thing, and then throw a fucking fireball at this guy.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, produce flame.
Produce flame.
Yep.
You said fireball.
It is a ball of fire.
Well, you mentioned a scroll, though. I'm like, is this something?
No. He meant his
I had a
bead.
fireball
The
scroll
bead of
whole
fire.
time.
Produce a flame with the best intentions.
Alright, so that'll do 9 fire damage that will hit.
Does he ignite?
Let's see a spell. Flickering flame appears in your hand.
I'm just wondering. In general, it doesn't say he does.
Oh, okay. No, he wouldn't ignite.
It'd be fun.
It almost seems like the fire, they're not resistant to it, but you see like just the innate properties of their skin. It seems like it's almost used to fire. Still takes the full amount, but it doesn't react like normal skin does.
Don't like that.
It kind of gives off like a what was that show called with the vampires that sparkled? Twilight.
Twilight.
Yeah, it almost like when the fire hits it, it almost kind of gives like that vampire in the sunlight kind of sparkle momentarily.
Look at them, and I'll be like, I fought a real fucking vampire. You guys aren't shit. In my turn.
Okay. All right, I think that's it. So we go to Finster.
All right. Well, Urgra's in front of me. I'm like, okay. Urgra, hello. So I gotta go 1, 2. That's as far as I can go. Let's see what that shows. Running behind Kurtz. Don't really see much of anything.
You could dash.
That's about really all I can do.
Yeah.
Well, Kurtz, he didn't warn us or anything.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that
did
was
throw a fireball.
Yeah. Sticking in fashion, I'm gonna kind of like run. I'm gonna dash 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Well, now we're
Yeah, now you get it.
okay.
Like I said, it's
4
gonna be
or 5. Just oh no! Say backwards behind Kurtz.
I don't
Get a
even blame.
skin on the ground. Wait a minute.
I don't even blame him. I'm like, yeah, get behind me. Fuck.
Let me in. Let me out.
I almost feel like in the motion, I actually even went straight and came back straight, and then like actual motion of the board piece. Like I didn't even turn, just back and then this way. Just
Can't take your eyes off of the predator, or it will
Nope.
strike.
Nope. Big problem down here. Lots of problems. That's what I'll yell.
Big lots of
More descriptive than Kurtz.
All right, then we go to Urgra.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Seeing a lot of stuff, and 30. All right. She sees her target down here. She will go ahead. That'll take an action. She will use her action to make 2 longbow attacks against that guy. He is Slayer of Prey, so here we go.
Okay.
Let's not get
Number
any more
3.
ones. Good Lord. 2.
The first one will hit.
These didn't end my turn.
Yeah.
1 hunter's mark. Oh, that's good. And okay, max damage for
17.
17.
Ooh, 1 hit point left.
Of course it is.
Get 18 left.
I can't bonus action. I will go ahead and Slayer's Prey. This thing, because it looks.
The statue.
Yeah, that's a.
Well, she'll do it on this guy.
All right.
That's everything. Yep.
We'll worry about the statue when it comes to life and tries to kill us.
Wasn't that what you were afraid of?
No, I'm afraid of the 30 fucking Githyanki in this room.
Yep.
Eh,
Yep.
That many? Is it that many?
Not that many. Of course, I can't see everything yet.
All right. Yeah, nobody's yelling anything back. So we go to Rin, who is picking up the trail. Kind of,
Oh my god.
getting a
you
good
guys are-
feel of this room as everyone moves in. You feel like this room is secured. As the
No,
rest
I
of your
don't.
team is just blazing down the hallway.
Oh god. I mean, I hear big trouble, so I'm still in that like 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I am barely. I can see at the end. All I can see are like 4, which is down here.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can see. So I'll aim for the ones that I can see.
Okay.
Doesn't feel like there's 30. But yeah, I'll go for the far right.
Okay, sure.
And I'll do a fire blast. It's firebolt. Bolt. 13?
Not quite enough.
Oh, well, I went a
Good
little
damage,
wide.
though.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, too bad you missed. Okay, well, get this my turn. Yep. Die.
Alrighty.
This is my turn.
So, Rin, as you come down the corridor, casting a firebolt, all you guys are flinging things down there, doing some damage. You will, let's see, very quickly behind you, Rin.
Or shot on me? What? Oh, bitch! I knew it.
Door will slam shut. Kurtz, in front of you, you will see the eyes of this black, almost like black onyx, maybe obsidian, giant, what you would know as a dragon. The eyes of it will start to glow red, and from this statue, a coloration
this.
beam will start to go up the entire hallway, and all of you that have magic will start to feel that connection to your magic start to slip from your fingers.
Is divinity different than magic?
What?
It would be like, as far as what?
I don't know
Like,
what's
is it
happening.
canceling out the arcane, or since Kurtz is a cleric, he gets his powers directly from the divine?
It's going to be the arcane stuff. So like
Okay.
like your cursed items, your
That's
spells, all that stuff. You're going to feel it, just kind of all of those items and all those things are just going to feel inert as the eyes of this dragon comes up.
Oh, goody.
Let's see. Let me move this in a smidge. Here we go.
Quick question. Just, the doors, are they the same make and like from the previous doors?
Correct.
Okay. Urgra, open the door!
Do I have the key?
I gave you the key.
Okay.
Remember, I said, here, take the key, open that door. That you're like, oh, who cares about that door?
Okay.
And secretly, it's a
Right.
storage closet I don't care about. I'm like, okay, fine. We'll take that meta knowledge for later.
All right, and from the yells from the Gith that ran into the room as you were striking them down, many of them will start to come forward. You can see them assembling into the room. And behind the line that is forming right in front of you guys, you're going to see a larger one. I'll make the token a little bit bigger so you can kind of see
I was
it.
one off.
that-
There
that-
are
the
19.
white-
That much larger?
No, he's not that big. I just made the token bigger so you
Detail.
can see it. Yeah.
Okay.
So just to kind of compare their outfits, so you can see how the other gifts that you've been seeing have kind of had like patch pieces of armor that seems very, very high end. Almost, doesn't look elven, but it's almost like elven kind of quality, where it's like that extreme craftsmanship that's got essence of like the whole culture, and like there's meaning and maybe language, or expression inside.
It's got freaking rubies on it.
Right. So his whole body's gonna be completely covered in this, and it looks probably priceless for everything that he's wearing.
Okay.
And as he kind of comes forward
Well,
in a large bellowing voice, still in Gith,
I can understand it.
Okay, yeah. So you're going to hear him say,
Comprehend languages.
"You there?"
Does that work?
It does. I can understand what other creatures are intending to say. Remember,
But I
that's
mean,
why I
For
cast
the dragon sight.
same
I-
team,
Oh, yep.
Connor.
The magic.
Oh, that's right. It's
Yep.
suppressed. Damn it.
All
That's what
right,
you meant
so
by
you'll
dragon.
hear him commands, and just one of them. So the other ones will be standing there ready and just complete obedience with the command. The first one runs forward straight towards you, Kurtz, while the other ones don't move at all. they definitely could have. He runs towards you, and he is going to.
Is he trying to oh, he's
Swing
trying to
that
tumble?
longsword. 24.
That'll hit.
All right, you do have your shield up, but that's not quite
That
enough.
is not. Yeah, it's not
quite
quite
enough.
And no shield of faith either.
Down
right,
to
you'll take 6 slashing.
Down to 3.
Concentration check.
Yep.
Oh, you.
That's a 1.
That would actually.
Actually, Finley.
I'm going to use my inspiration point.
Okay.
Finley, you can use your reaction to let him re-roll it instead.
Oh, he could.
Yep. I'm right next to Kurtz.
Alright. That should be normal.
Focus, man. We're in a bit of trouble here.
No,
That's enough.
Oh, it's
That's
fine.
enough.
That's enough.
Nice.
There you go.
All right.
Fighters.
I'm like a 3.
Wow.
It's like, oh, never mind. Okay.
Wow.
All right, so you're able to withstand it, and you guys will kind of break from the traditional turn order combat. We'll just kind of go into narration. You guys can jump in, collaborative narration, if there's anything you want to do. But as this guy comes forward, you'll see just with each command coming from this guy who is behind, he'll kind of take a position up here. He will only swing when ordered to, and everyone else will be standing by, and you'll hear this deep, joyous laughter coming from the commander as you are engaging with this one gift that is in front of you. You guys can all take turns attacking him. All of your magical essence will not work. Yes, Kurtz.
I would like to beat this man.
Okay.
Gith creature.
All right. So yeah, he'll just with the strikes, and eventually with the amount of how many there are of you versus this one, and he's the only one attacking. Eventually, you'll take him down, and as you start, maybe using your sword or your fist or something. Go ahead.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal? Okay. As you're just beating him into the ground, the next one will come forward, and still just one at a time as this guy's ordering them. And eventually, they're all going to be moving forward, and the doors will all be locked if anybody tries it, and that corridor is going to be concealed in that anti-magic. You guys are going to be essentially kind of fucked. After
Even with the key, no open.
you could try it, but it's not going to work on this. This one was more for the ones up top.
Okay.
The first one's yourself, the prisoners. So it'll become abundantly clear that you are completely fucked in this corridor, trapped in this anti-magic field. You have taken down 2 of them while you're here, but just the sheer numbers that are ready, and the commander will be just laughing hysterically, sounding like he's having a good bit of fun. We'll turn it over to you guys. What would you like to do?
So as I knock the second one unconscious, just headbutting him, just gonna turn back to everyone else. I could do this all day, but we're a little short on time. Yeah? Okay. I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna call out the commander.
Okay. What'd you say?
I'm just gonna point the hammer at him and just flip him off.
I guess Rin's
Hopefully
taking his dagger and trying to pick the lock.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can go ahead and try to do that, Rin. So Kurtz, as you start to flip him off and call him out, we'll kind of give an order, and one of the Giths will start forward, and they'll grab the bodies of the fallen Gith and start to drag them away. They seem to be compassionate for them, but not like 100% committed to it as they drag their
I
bodies.
take out a lantern star and I throw it right here in front of us to try to block us off for 5 seconds.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw that bitch right here
All right, go
on
ahead.
their fucking dead bodies
Okay.
and start backing up.
Interesting.
I got 1 left.
And with this distraction, Urga will try and do a lockpicking check on this door, because why not?
Okay, go ahead.
Thieves' tools.
I will inspire Urgra.
You have a reaction back, so I'll just do it again.
If,
We're
if,
out
if
of
Finley
combat.
so.
You have an inspiration.
I'll keep that inspiration for something more appropriate.
Okay.
This is not good, boys.
All right, Rin, go ahead and do yours.
Oh, sure. I'll do mine at disadvantage because I am using a knife. A 4, so.
Whew. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw that bad boy. It's a 5-foot radius, so I'm gonna throw it in the middle here somewhere,
Okay.
right in that little spot. And back up towards the door. On my last turn when I threw it.
Okay.
Finley, do you have lockpicking tools? Do you have lockpicking tools? Do you have lockpicking tools?
I put people in manacles. I don't ever try to get out of them. All right. I mean, I don't know how to pick things. I could try though.
Urgra comes over towards them. With her like background, does she see anything like a lock or anything like that on this wall at all? On this back wall?
No, yeah, it's just gonna be just the massive double doors that kind of almost seem like a wall at this point as they close in. Like there's obviously handles and stuff for it, but it is going to be very, very heavily fortified. I mean, they're like maybe a foot thick.
Sure. She'll turn to this door and let me know when I can try again.
Okay. All right. So as they start to drag the bodies away, you can go ahead and burst that lantern, Finley.
What's that?
The star lantern.
You already
working,
did.
right? What was the
Yeah,
damage on?
I threw it here.
Does it do damage?
Yeah, it does 2d4 damage, radiant damage or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5.
Average.
Okay, so 40. Okay, so it will explode on those two. So
Well, it was before they got there. I was just trying to make the fire there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Just as a distraction for you guys to break back.
He was giving them a chance to fall back, basically.
All right.
I do not fall back,
Kind of.
because I would be useless.
Okay. So he will then be in Gith, going to be commanding some of the jailers in the back to be coming forward as well, as the other men are kind of just every word that he says. So they are going to come forward, and he will, after hearing some of you guys talking back and forth, recognizing the language you're speaking in, he will engage in conversation with you, Kurtz, in common. And you will hear him say, "What are you doing inside of our lair?
Well,
As you can see, you are at a major disadvantage."
I'll look to the unconscious
Oh, we just got a
bodies of his
subscriber.
men.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome
Thank
to the
you.
family.
I'll look to the unconscious bodies of his men and be like, sort of wiping the blood off of my maul. Like, I don't really see it the same way you do, but if you must know, we're here looking for Tabaxi.
My mission will not fail. Your pathetic
cool.
attempts of infiltrating our stronghold will avail to
Well, they weren't
nothing.
very pathetic. We did make it to your inner sanctum, it seems. So,
How did you find where we are?
pure accident.
What are you doing here in our lair?
We're here
Our
for the Tabaxi.
stronghold. You do not belong here.
How's this? Sort of rest my hands on the hammer. Give us the Tabaxi, and I won't break every bone in your body. And I
I'd
will
love
attempt
to see
intimidate.
you try. You are so beyond your limits here. There's no
Urgra,
way
keep
you
picking
can
the lock.
get through
Urgra,
everyone.
try to pick the lock. Urgra, just pick the damn lock. I'm just gonna keep trying to. Urgra, pick the lock.
Can I do another try?
Yeah, you can get another try.
I get a 24 on my intimidation.
I'll go ahead and boost it with a D8. Come on, let's get high. 24.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh, door.
It does something.
Okay. All right, so the intimidation is going to kind of rile some of the gift that are here around you, but the commander will be steadfast as the jailer ones that have the manacles at their
There you go.
sides. They will start to make their way down the corridor as all of them, with one signal, they all raise their weapons, getting ready to charge in. And it seems that the only chance you have to avoid the sheer onslaught of everybody coming down the corridor is to surrender to these jailers as they progress forward. As I said, this will be your last chance before I destroy all of you.
Kurtz, we
Yeah,
have a choke point.
as soon as Urga picks a lock, I'm like, oh, it's fucking run, man, run! I'm gonna run down this. I don't even know what's a.
I'll kick the one and I'll punch the one in front of me in the face and run away.
All right, so as you try to turn and run, it's going to attempt to apply restraints to you. So I need a
Athletics.
Sleight of hand or athletics, yeah.
Yes.
Kick him. Kick him in the nuts.
Days.
Oh, good.
Nice. All right.
I punch him in the face again.
Okay. All right, so you
No,
will
bad
be able to kind
touch.
of push him away as he moves forward, but the one next to him will also try to get you as well. So I'll need one more.
Yep.
Not as good.
Not as good.
They cannot.
What was the score?
And they make their sleight of hand check.
19.
19. Roll 20 just like took a shit.
I think that's just you.
Yeah, mine's doing fine.
Oh, there it
there we
goes. Oh, no!
Oh shit.
Okay. Can I use my inspiration point?
To re-roll your athletics?
Yep.
Sure.
Thank you, Sonny. I knew I would need that soon enough.
Roll 7. There you go.
Hey.
Nice.
All right, so as he starts to get around, maybe like one wrist but not the other, if you're able to push him off.
Bap him in the face with the end of the hammer.
Okay. All right, so they will be pursuing down there along with everyone else. The commander will be yelling.
Okay, as soon as we get into this room, I try to minor illusion to see if magic works in here.
All right, in that room, it will work.
Cool.
I close the door.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on, Curtis, wait, don't close the door. Hold on, wait, we can try to get dead end in here.
Okay, I don't close the door.
At
Okay.
choke point, Kurtz.
Well, exactly. We have them where we want them. We have to face them one at a time.
Finley, get over there! Get over there!
I get in the corner.
Take a diagonal in!
I get in the
Take a
fucking corner.
diagonal in!
Oh, that's not a thing.
Do this!
I had to do distance. Oh, God.
But you're Mel!
Okay.
You've got shield!
Me and Finley will hold them off. You and Rin look for a way out of here.
There's no way out of here, Kurtz.
Figure it out.
Is the wall made of stone? Is it dirt? Is it clay? What am I looking at? What's the walls?
Yeah, this is going to be, because this is like underground, so this is going to be just straight up, just hard packed bedrock.
Mm-hmm.
Bedrock. Okay, so not enough to dig out easily.
Oh, no, yeah, it's going to be very, very hard compressed.
Oh, God damn it.
It's almost like a concrete foundation for a house that
Like
just has
bedrock.
dirt on the other side. Yeah, so it's got a thick, hard wall, but then it's just all
All right.
underground.
Just while Rin can, he will pull out from his bag of holding the quiver with arrows and bow and strap that to his back and get ready to use it just in case magic goes down again.
Okay. All right, so for the sake of time, I mean, I got tons of people here, so are you guys trying to make a final stand?
Yeah, like the scene in Lord of the Rings where they're in the Mines of Moria at the tomb, and they're all just like, "Yeah, we know this is it. It's
Okay.
fucking do or die."
Each of you roll a d4 for me.
Mhm.
Well, we spread it around a little bit.
Okay, so 2, 6, 7, 8. All right, so in your final stand, making it back around this room, finally got out of the anti-magic. You guys can actually make a bit of a harder final stand. That's how many you guys will take down. So you'll kill 8 of the Gith, going back and forth, definitely depleting their numbers, but there's just a sheer amount. There are extras that just seem to be just keep pouring into this room, and they're each a decently formidable opponent. So you guys will be down on the last licks, just for sake of time. We're just fast tracking it. Eventually, so there could be them, kind of dead all around the room, and eventually
building a wall of corpses. To keep all the haters.
yeah, you guys put up one hell of a fight. So go ahead and just. So we're going to try to do a little bit of collaborative storytelling. You guys are going to end up being overwhelmed, but in this final stance of being in this room outside of this field, go ahead and take a moment. Describe how you want to have this moment of before you're overran.
Now, when you say overran, are we getting knocked out? Are we getting manacled? What is happening to us?
It's
We're
going to be
being murdered.
manacled and brought into the other room. So it's going to be, you guys are all going to be taking a lot of damage, but they're not going to be trying to kill you.
Okay.
Okay. The only thing Rin might do is he'll cast quietly in the back when people are being occupied a little bit. He's going to cast Alter Self on himself.
Okay.
He's going to keep looking normal, but what he's going to do is he can see the manacles that are going on Kurtz and Finley. He sees what they're doing. He's going to try to thicken up his wrists, if it's the wrists or hands or whatever, so it makes it look like when they try to shackle him, it'll be to cover a thicker flesh, so that if he ever changes, he can then abnormally thin-wrist it out, if he can try.
Interesting.
But he's not going to stop it. He's just going to go along, but if there's an opportunity to use later, he might.
Okay.
But he'll keep it.
Urgra is going to try and hide her lockpicks in her hair.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
All right. So once we get to the part of overwhelmed, I'll just yell to the warrior. So, all right, just hold the fuck on here for just wait just a fucking moment. And I look at everyone. This is not going well, boys and girls. Perhaps we should try something else to get out of here in one piece.
To be fair, we
I'm not
tried
using the S word 'cause
diplomacy
that's fucked
at the
up. I'm not
beginning.
using the S word. I'm not using it, but I'm just saying maybe we could try something else.
What's the S word?
Yes.
Sure. Don't know. I'm not going to say it, Kurtz. You can't make me say it.
Do they manacle us in front or behind our backs?
I'd be in front.
Okay.
Let's just maybe we can talk our way out of this one.
So I'll keep my hands up to make sure nothing
Are
falls.
only
Okay.
my hands restrained?
At this point, but there's definitely more jailers with more manacles, but they're more of the sheer numbers of them. So these back rooms here, you can see that as needed, he calls out for more reinforcements. Like there are lots and lots of these guys in here. So there are going to be the dead ones around for that you guys knocked down. You're going to see them kind of coming behind and kind of scooping them up on the shoulders, and they are dragging all of the dead ones or down, whatever, into this room.
Oh no! In our
Here.
final stand, they are definitely dead.
Okay. All right. So the
Mercy
bodies
only goes so far.
will be starting to be dragged in this direction. Kind of
To the ominous-looking portal.
put
altar?
on either side. Finley, you can.
All right.
Can
So
you,
once
can
we
you
get out
see
here,
into that room a
we'll
little bit?
in here. No, I only see in front of me.
You can't see the room to the left here, where they're dragging.
I
the
can
rooms?
a little bit.
A little bit.
That's a weird angle, but I'm emitting light because I have a lantern.
Yeah, I can see about
I can see
this
a bit.
much of it, basically.
What?
Alright.
Who is this?
So that will be a priest-looking fellow who has been, looks like he's been, while the bodies are getting brought in
Fungified.
there, looks like
Alright.
he's getting ready to prepare something for all of them. But he came out of this room and here where the shrine is, and you can see something floating in the middle of the swirling magic on the shrine that looks very familiar, Finley. And the rest of you, as they're kneeling you down in front of this dragon statue with the eyes still glowing red, you can see over into this room to the right that there
Bones.
are tons of bones all stacked up. And
Well,
I don't think you guys can see into either of these rooms where you are.
no.
No.
The Southerns, no. Well, I mean, I can see up to here.
All right.
I think
so,
I've figured out what we're about to go through.
all right. So we're sitting here in front of these guys.
Yes, you're going to be kneeling down, manacled, as they come around to the backside. A lot of the Gith are kind of spread out, and they're all kind of talking back and forth in the Gith language. And you can hear, as you guys are knelt down, the commander will be kind of looking at both of you. He'll kind of give a nod to the priest guy, and he will start moving back towards the room where everybody is in, and it'll be a few moments before we'll go to that, but go ahead. As he is standing.
I mean,
in front of both
before
of
he
you.
was leaving, I wanted to try to say something.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
That's why I was asking who that was. As we're sitting there kneeling, they're talking their fucking clickety-clacks to each other. Oi, I heard someone speaking normal language between you. Is that the person in charge? Who's in charge here?
I am the commander of this unit, the guy who's been ordering everyone else here.
Why don't you tell us
Can
your evil
speak to
plan?
me.
Good monologue for a bit.
I go ahead and look over at Kurtz, be like, okay, that could have, okay, all right, right to the point then, fair. With that, I just hope you realize that this might not end all that well for you all. I know you feel like you may have the upper hand, but you're dealing with very powerful people, and I will try to minor illusion our warrior's oath symbol. Now, does magic work where we're at right here?
It does not.
Okay, got it. The warrior's oath, I'm just going to keep going just because it doesn't work.
Sure.
We've met many great challenges far superior to whatever it is you all are cluster fucking around with down here. And to be honest, we really don't care what it is that you're doing. To be fair, we really just came here for a couple of things, and we can be out of your scales or hair. What is it that you all? Is that hair? I look at my group. Is
Look
it
like
hair?
kind of like
Yeah, they got
fronds.
hair.
Hair.
Yeah, they got hair. It's
Hair?
very,
Yeah, what about
very
hair?
thin, long, stranded hair. Yeah.
They're like golems.
What say you? We'll let you continue about your business. Just we need a couple of things, and we'll be right on out of here. How's
Our
that sound?
mission will not fail. I must admit, seeing the final attempts before overrun, I'm quite impressed by the valor and honor that you all showed with that final stand, taking down many of my warriors. As
I whisper to the guys around me, "Don't worry, I have a plan."
Oh,
Please
good, I do
continue,
too.
Sean.
Yeah,
as
okay, good.
as he says, as you slayed my warriors,
This is
Rin,
the monologue that he was talking about. Yeah.
you will see the priest kneeling over all the bodies that were brought into this room, and he is going to start to bring them back.
Sweet.
Yeah, just for funsies here. Rin isn't really going to talk much or anything, but he is looking around. He's trying to figure out what on earth they're trying to do here. See if he can actually kind of make sense of some of the layout, the arcane rituals,
Necromancy,
some of the
apparently.
words, the color of magic that they're using, maybe, or what's caused anything. He's just trying to analyze the shit out of this entire place.
Okay.
He's observant.
Okay.
Just let me know when I can pick my conversation back up.
Yeah. Where were we? Oh yes, we were.
Yes. So So would you say you're the commanding officer? They all listen to you. The buck stops here, kind of thing. Like what you say goes, kind of thing, right? Even that fellow that just left.
Are you the commander or are you the commander?
Right.
The second one.
Got it. Okay.
I am in charge of making sure our mission is completed. And I am surprised of how well you all stood. Most of the ones that we've run into are pathetic weaklings.
Well, to be fair, we could have kept going, but you used underhanded tactics, such as restraining us.
Well, it was foolish for you to come into my stronghold.
Well, it was
I
unfair
clearly
of
have
you
the
to
advantage.
attack us when we tried to negotiate. I'm just buying time. I have no idea what the fuck everyone else is doing.
Oh my god! Oh no, we're good. All right. So here's the thing, big fella. Honestly, we have a lot to do yet. It's been a weird one today. So here's the plan. Because I can just out of the corner of my eye get a glimpse of some bluey glowy stuff coming out of a room.
Yep.
Right? Like
Yes,
out of the
you can.
corner of my eye.
Yep.
All right, cool. I'll tell you what. I mean, we really just came here for a tabaxi prisoner, perhaps some other prisoners. I'll take that blue shiny ball thing and maybe that shiny coat you got, and we'll get out of your hair. And I'm gonna step out to the side, just real quick, and I'm going to activate my natural quit persuasion from the genie coin that I got.
Oh.
When I say,
Shit. Yeah, we said
"Just let
you
us get this
auto
shit
crit
Bobby out of your hair."
a
Persuasion.
persuasion check.
It's a
So what does that end up being, Kyle?
a bajillion. I don't know.
A 30
30
what?
something.
Hot damn. I was wondering when you were going to pull that coin out.
Aha.
It's
This is
27.
as good a time as any.
27 on the crit.
Should be more than that for a crit.
Wow.
Well, it's 20 plus
7
7.
to persuasion? Okay.
All right. So as you kind of just maybe, you don't even have to like step out of the whole square because they would have tried to attack you, but like just enough to get out of the range of the eyeballs. You kind of just lean over, kind of fiddle until you get the coin, and you kind of like, what do we say? It said chosen one on it, right?
Chosen one. Yep.
Yeah. All right. As you kind of rub it and you think about the genie, and as you're looking over to him and you're telling him that, so you said you wanted the tabaxi, the prisoners, and the ball, and we'll get out of here.
Your shiny cloaky thing, that'd be great. We'll just get right out of your hair. You could go right back to whatever it is you were
Your
doing.
shiny cloaky.
Amazing.
Ask them for some loot too, like some money, some riches, and to tell us what their evil plan is.
The priceless shiny cloak of it.
All right, you're gonna destroy
What's that one?
his score. All right, so I was not planning on this. Excellent job, man.
And mind you, this
He
coin
actually-
came from me showing my dick to a genie. If we're gonna rewind back
That's
to where
true.
this coin came.
That is true.
But,
It all comes full circle.
yeah, just us, the prisoners, the ball, and your shiny cloak, and we'll just get out of here, and you go right back to whatever it is that y'all are doing down here.
After the priest brings back the ones that were downed, they'll start to make their way through the room, and you can see them kind of pass by, like they're back up, but they still seem injured. You'll see them kind of making their way back towards this direction, and as they pass through, more will kind of come out from another room and kind of take their place. And as you come after that takes place, and you rub the coin and you say that portion to the commander, he'll kind of look over at the priest, and the priest will kind of cock his head sideways and kind of shake his head no slowly as the
I
commander.
will speak up. I will say, I thought you were the commander of these men, and they followed your word, not his. Your word, not his.
That is kind of why I've asked that question, with
Like-
quotes.
Train all
Trying to
of
help
my
Finley
men
out.
to be hardened warriors, and they listen to me every word I say. The way that all of you took a stand, even in amongst overwhelming odds,
Right,
showed
right.
great honor. You had nowhere to go, but yet you fought to the very end. I must say it is quite admirable. And he'll kind of as he says that, he kind of like turns to the rest of the Gith that are in the room doing all the clicky noises. You're going to be kind of getting the impression he's kind of like, with the massive persuasion that you got with that magical coin, it almost seems like he's telling everybody to kind of take notes, gents. Like, this is what warriors really are. That's kind of the impression that you're getting, as he is super impressed with because of that fucking coin. Great job.
Sir, we are the Warriors Oath. We know all about warriors and oaths. So we appreciate you recognizing real as I look towards the group, as I've heard the kids say.
It's in the scriptures of the sisters. Real recognizes real. So say it's the goddess.
Chapter
Salvador.
2, verse 2. Yeah.
And in fact, great Commander, sir, I think it's only fair that we all, I mean, we should really introduce ourselves as we all sit down at the table of men and mighty women, as I look at Erdra. We are the Warriors Oath, as I mentioned. My name is Finley. The rest of the group can introduce themselves if they'd like, but what I didn't quite catch your commander name, sir.
And at the mention of names, you'll see he seems kind of confused at the concept.
Oh, okay.
And so as you
All right.
introduce yourselves, he's not stupid, but just the concept of names will just seem to be kind of foreign. So he'll kind of like be listening to you introduce yourselves, but not. It's going to be very socially awkward at that point, as he doesn't know what to do with that information. And when you ask for his name, he's not really going to be reciprocating the request. Yes, Dylan.
Are things like chill? Does it seem like they're going to comply with what we've asked?
They're still on high alert. Like, they're all ready to react to anything. Like, you're still their prisoners kind of a situation. But he, with that coin, is definitely...
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, you know, not to make, as there's that awkward pause and silence between no name given.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with that being said, right, should we just do I just go grab the? Do you want me to? Do you want me to go grab that, or I'm just gonna like start getting up and walking that direction? Not intimidatingly, just very nonchalant Finley shenanigan style.
I was going to
Sure,
take
running over
great
that direction.
pleasure in ending the four of you here for your insolence of breaking into my stronghold. But
Breaking in is a strong word. More like waltz.
tangoed, we tangoed. I think that you may be of use to me, and we might have a mutual beneficial situation.
Well, before that, what's with the bones?
That is part of my mission. I don't see the need of explaining too much, but we are doing something very important for our people, and it requires the bones of a dragon.
Right.
And as you kind of look over at the bones as he's starting to explain it, you recently have seen creatures that seem to kind of match the frame of the skeletons that you can kind of see there. I mean, you guys aren't like, you know, bone people or anything, but you'll see kind of structures of like triceratops, see some mammoth bones, a lot of the creatures that you saw on Dinosaur Island. There will be human bones and stuff in there as well, but it's mostly these large beast creatures, all kind of sprawled across. I don't know how far you can see in there.
Yeah, ways.
Pretty
Okay.
ways. Yeah.
What if we could work with each other? What if we knew where you could get access to those types of creatures? Bigger.
As far as we've been able to gather, dragons no longer exist. We're trying to find the closest thing we can to it. What do you know?
Well, first, agreeing to my halfling friend's terms on your honor as a warrior and allow us safe passage out. And then I will personally draw you a map to where you can find a plethora of these sorts of species.
I dig it.
Okay,
dig
so
it.
crit persuasion doesn't mean they do anything you want. It just means they're definitely more inclined
That's
to.
why I'm offering
Yeah.
him something.
Listening.
All right, just to kind of expedite this, he will be interested in essentially hiring you for helping with this. He's not going to give any specific details. It'll be more like my people will contact your people kind of a thing. But he's going to want your oath. So when you say
You just said your people call my people
Yeah,
thing? Is that what you
yeah.
just said?
So when you mention that your guys' group's name is the Warrior's Oath, then he'll latch onto that portion, and he'll be really interested in hearing an oath from you guys. And if you guys are willing to help him with his mission, he will position. You said you wanted the tabaxi and the orb, so the priest will be very resistant of that, but he will silence him.
The prisoners, the orb, and his shiny cloak.
So, if you guys are willing to swear the oath of helping him with his mission, he will give you either the tabaxi or the orb. And when he says that, it seems definitely like the priest can understand the common, but he will silence him as he's resistant to giving that up as it's on his shrine swirling around.
We're really gonna work with this guy. I'll say that in we don't share any languages between the four.
No.
Not rare ones, no.
I'll whisper it. Like, are we really gonna work with these things?
Rin's been quiet for the most part. Has he discerned anything?
Yeah,
Does he know what they're wanting to do?
Yeah, he was perceptioning or something earlier.
He can understand them too.
I mean, not within here. If the eyes are active. But I am looking around to see, because if he says dragon ritual, priest goes over portal layout, Rin's trying to figure out what their mission is, I guess, to see what they're doing.
From looking around, does he glean any more information?
What kind of skill do you want to use?
I mean, if it's a magical ritual, I'll go with Arcana, I guess.
Okay.
Or he'll try to see if there is any magical ritualness involved. Uh, 20.
All right. So the only magical sense that you've gotten is the resurrection of the gift that were happening in that room. As far as what the mission is itself, with Arcana, you wouldn't be quite sure, but it definitely seems like they're almost like a component. There's something of the bones that they're looking for as some kind of component for a ritual or something that they're trying to do, and that seems to be the mission that he's going for.
And do I think the statue is involved in that or not?
This big statue here in the center of the room?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's just like it's its own negating
Correct.
artifact.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, Sean, we have to choose between what's his face, Clifton, or the orb.
If you
If
want
we
to,
accept
if
the
you accept
thing.
it, otherwise he will kill you.
All right, so
Well, that doesn't help anyone.
before we agree, obviously you're very reluctant to share what your task is, but what would our part of this be if we were to agree?
You guys had mentioned that you were familiar with these creatures, the bones that were in there.
Giant reptiles.
So he would be positioning it in as he would want you to bring back the biggest one that you know of.
We just did that.
Technically.
I'll just rub my temples. Just listen, man.
Before we can agree to anything, we need to have some assurances, if you don't mind. First of all, is the Tabaxi alive? Can you produce him?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, he would agree to bringing him out, but before that, he would bring all of his men in much closer to you. just for security reasons.
Hey, we're in a pandemic, sir.
Yeah,
Social
6 fucking
distance.
feet, guy. 6
Um,
fucking feet are all
I need
thunder
yeah.
wave all of
an
us.
extra swear
As
there,
a-
bud.
because he's definitely with that coin. I mean, that definitely swayed him. I mean, that was pretty clutch, Kyle pulling that out. So he will be definitely willing to see if you guys can be potential allies for his mission. He seems to be very mission oriented, and that's all he cares about. So the jailers will bring forth and produce Clifton. He'll be conscious, but he just looks totally starved and like he's been sprawled up, maybe not like experimented on, but he looks like there's been no TLC given, like it's been a rough prisoner experience. As he's not expecting you guys, so he's just kind of looking around and everything, but he's more just like being held up by this guy, kind of just observing what's going on, but it definitely looks kind of fucked up.
Ergo will lean down to Finley as she reaches right next to him and say, Finley, if we do this and take Clifton and we take this contract, we will have to come back and we may have another shot at that orb.
I am willing to give you one of the two things that you seek, but not both. You get the other once you bring me what I desire.
Oh.
Oh. So we are getting both things. Eventually.
Look around the group. Okay, yeah, I wasn't
Right.
understanding the deal either there. Okay, that makes more sense now.
What I want to
Yeah, I thought we
know
were getting one or the other.
is which one is more important to you. Which one do you want?
Well, considering you're not treating your prisoner well enough to maybe survive in the next few weeks, I suppose we have no choice but to take him unless you can assure that he will be kept alive.
You'll get the impression that even though he's kind of crazy, he seems to be a man of honor. And if keeping him alive is a way to secure you guys to help him with his mission, he would give the impression that he would keep him alive.
I would like to also ensure that your orb is actually what we're looking for. We have seen many different types, and some have been fakes, and we want to ensure that this is legitimately the artifact we are looking for.
Okay.
Would you allow us to inspect it with your friend's approval to observe?
Yeah, Finley, go ahead and take a gander with advantage.
Finley, though I know you've been looking for these, I am a bit more keen on these arcane measures.
Okay, yeah, Ren, if you want to do it, yeah, I can do with advantage.
May I walk over to it?
No.
Oh, how can I inspect it?
You can see where
Cannot
Finley
quite
is.
see it from
we
here.
Your eyeballs. What do your elf eyes see?
Nothing from this vantage
They're
point.
gonna keep you inside of this spot, so you could see it from if you're in Finley's
Oh.
spot.
Switch with, yes.
I mean, hold on. Let's see. Can I?
You can see it from me. Well, I mean, there's a light source. I think the altar is light.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like
It's
90% certain it's one of the blue
Yeah.
orbs. I got a pretty good view of
Yeah.
it.
Because we know the blue orbs are just like these. Do they glow? I can't remember what they are.
I don't think they emit light.
Yeah, I don't think
they're
they're
just-
light. Yeah, they're kind of like translucent
Blue
though.
glass.
So yeah,
They're just plain blue glass. Okay. All right. I'll try to look back at him and just say, I think your orb is not active. If it is, it doesn't seem to emit any aura. Have you not activated it?
we have been using it for research purposes for our mission. It has not aided us in our ritual.
Was that to do with the necromancy?
And
Weird flex.
he
I
kind
like it.
of he'll kind of look over at his priest, and the priest still won't say anything, but you'll see him kind of shake his head, and he'll kind of nod at he won't give any information about the ritual.
Oh, I see how this relationship is. I'll turn to the priest. So is this about the necromancy then?
And you'll see him not even like, he obviously knows you're there, but he's not going to acknowledge your approach to it. You'll see him not being in kind of...
I see.
The flex won't work on him.
I'll just lean back against the dragon statue, fiddle fuck around in my pouches for my pipe, and try to light it while I'm waiting for everyone else to keep talking.
If you would like, you see, we are knowledgeable enough to understand these artifacts. My friend here has been seeking them for a while. However, yours doesn't seem to be at full power. Would you be willing to perhaps exchange one orb for another?
What he's saying is your orb's not working properly.
Oh, you would get the impression that it is an actual one.
He's trying to trick
He's
us.
trying to
lying
pull-
out his ass.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a scam, Sean.
You'll get the impression with it that they... Okay, so this ritual, you're not sure exactly what it is. You're getting an idea of some of the components. They're trying to figure out how to get it to work. They used the orb, or tried to get it to work, and it didn't help them. So their interest in the orb is definitely lessened. So your offer to swap it out for another one wouldn't really intrigue him because the other one didn't work.
I was saying is because yours is at not efficient power. I have one that I could use and trade to you, which we've activated, which potentially could provide the answers you seek since it has been awakened, while that one seems dormant.
Quick question, Sean.
He'd be willing
regarding
to
the resurrection of the enemy.
Swap the... Yeah, one sec. He'd be willing to swap the spheres.
Yeah.
If that's what if you chose the sphere, but then you wouldn't get Clifton.
Well, as long as we kept Clifton, but I was going to try and help. You said you wanted our help, so I thought I'd offer at least a means for you to continue your search with a bit more gusto.
I need a bit of insurance that I know that you will come through. I'll give you one of the two in good faith of the honor that you showed in your final stand, but the other you will not get until I get what I want.
It's fair.
So I'll ask again, of the two, which is more important to you? Which one do you wish?
Boy. The cat.
Cat.
Certainly, the tabaxi.
Finley?
Just go with the lie. We'll kill them later.
Septica? You were the one... I normally would go with the group vote, but you were the one who used the coin. So, if you say otherwise, I'd be willing to... Like I said, it's up to you.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. All right.
Let me swap you back so you can get a little look-see of it again. It's for a little teaser. So you can just see both options. The prisoner and the orb floating in the shrine.
So as everyone says the cat, I will just say, well, apparently I've been outvoted. But I will not answer either one of those two. Just that is my answer.
And so he'll kind of look at one of the Gith, and he'll hold up Clifton's arms, who's manacled. So, this prisoner's of more value. This is your choice.
I mean, honestly, I was going along my friend's line of thinking is that the orb probably won't be destroyed by the time we come back. That creature very well could be.
Then I know which one is the most important for me to hold on to, that you will come back. Take him away. And he'll signal, and they will take Clifton back to where he was. and he will order the priest
smart.
to grab the sphere, and he will place it in your hands, Finley.
It's pretty smart.
All right, so let me pull that up here.
I will hide my emotions and put it in my bag.
All right, Divine Sphere from year 8.
It's a nice image.
Hmm.
Okay. So that will be gone. Alrighty.
Slightly disappointed with you, Commander. You seem to be a bit more cold rather than warm to our friendliness and the perhaps chance of kinship.
You must understand that the success of my mission is very important. I do not know you from anyone else. I am rather impressed with you and think that you will come through.
So what is it you
Holding
want from
him
us?
will be
We know we're
a
getting
bit of
the dinosaur.
insurance for myself.
All right. Well,
Well, I suppose any extension of friendship to you would be pointless then.
So he'll go on a little bit of an explanation of what he's looking for, and it's going
This
to...
is what? This is day 6, 8 o'clock?
Yeah, it's going to
right?
be nighttime of day 6, yeah.
Because we got here at 7, so I'm guessing by the time we go and fight and move around and this and that thing, it's probably 8, 9 o'clock-ish, right?
Yeah, it's going to be late.
easily.
Yeah. So he will be describing what they're looking for, not going into extreme details. He's going to be very secretive, but trying to give you guys enough information to what you need. And he's not going to be putting a time frame on this either. But when you return with the bones of what you guys are going to kind of connect, remember the large set of footprints that you saw on Dino Island?
Yep.
That's what he wants. He's trying to get something the closest thing to a dragon that can be found, and that's going to be his.
All right. I'll Burger will say. Okay. So it's a big thing. Do you have any means for us to carry or transport this to make this even possible?
Berger, I think it's down to us to do this, and he has no necessarily a time limit. It's more of a do it or don't do it and don't get the Kabaxi.
All right.
I
one
plan
bone
on
at a
trying
t-
to find what I need anyway without your help. But 2 chances of success is better. So he's essentially saying if he does it without your help, he has no incentive to give you the thing you can't, the thing you
What if
chose
we
that
just
you
brought you
wanted.
back a live one? Wouldn't a live one be even better? Like, if we could bring back a live fucking puffball dragon? Like, screw bones, man. What if we just brought back a live one?
You've killed them before. Should be easy enough.
Or even like a knocked out one, you know? I don't know what your plans are, but maybe the fresher the bones, the better. Or
Interesting.
maybe
Okay. Actually, yeah, I guess expecting maybe a reaction of a live one would be better, but he actually is just straight after the bones. So actually,
You know,
Easy
you
for
bring
us.
back a live.
the better version would be.
You don't need it live. You got the bones anyway, right? Maybe
Would-
this way. I don't know.
Maybe you can get more bones.
Worst
You have
case
a
scenario,
constant
you get
supply
bones
of
at some
bones.
point.
Okay.
Or maybe a creature that does not have flesh to rely on living need not have it on its person, and the bones animate on their own.
Are they building a Dracolich?
Well, that's what I'm saying is if we bring back a live one, a knocked out one, you got that. If you don't need it, you kill it, you got the bones on the inside, right? So worst case scenario, we're technically bringing you back bones,
Correct.
but this is a little better
That would
to
suffice.
sweeten the deal.
That would suffice.
You know? Yeah. I think we could do it. I'm saying that's all,
Right.
bring back a live one kind of thing.
Would you like us to write up a contract, or do you wish to go on word alone?
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
I could write something up here, but it'd be in my language, not necessarily your clickety clacky language. But I could write it.
Okay. So
Hands.
his version of a contract. So he will have the priest step aside, and he will move forward in front of you, and he is actually going to, as an action, blood circle. So he's going to thrust his blade into the ground, channeling psionic
like that.
energy.
Wait, can he do that with the dragon shit?
What's that?
Is he doing
He's in the aura.
Okay, it would be. You're right. It would have to be on the side. It's right over here.
Darn it! Darn it!
Okay.
I thought it was going to turn off the orange.
Nope, you're right. Good catch. All right, so he would do it over here.
Damn it.
And all right, so Clifton's already gone. These guys are moved. Okay. So when he does it, it will make a circle on the ground. Okay, so it's not going to be directed at you guys, but as the blade thrusts into the ground and the psionic energy is all making this spell circle on the ground in a 10-foot circle, his version of the contract would be to spill your blood in the circle on the way out, and he'll already do his too, and he'll kind of hold out his hand and kind of squeeze it as the blood kind of drips into it.
I'm not super chill with this, boys.
And on your way out, you could do it. So you could tell with your
Does not
passive
feel like a
arcana
good idea.
that spilling the blood isn't going to do anything magical. This is just an ability he used, and it's like a extended handshake. You don't think that the blood will
it's out of
actually...
your hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, fairly Klingon-y. Okay, I'm waiting for, I guess, everyone else to go ahead of me since
I'll go
I'm at
first.
the end of the line.
Where's this circle at?
Find him.
It'd be, on the ground over here.
All right. So do we have to walk over like this way to do it, like in front of him, or?
No, they'd want to keep you inside of there, so it'd be more like you would just kind of hang your arm over on your way out.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Yeah, but drive by bleeding.
Does anybody not want to do it? I mean, he wouldn't make it a requirement. Like, if one of you did it for everyone else, that would be suffice.
Kurtz isn't gonna do it.
I'll do it. It's fine.
Okay. All right, yeah. Finley, you could do it especially with you being the representative and use the coin. So, yeah. Yeah, that'd be enough. So, they will not just leave you to your own devices, they will escort you out of the compound. And he says that they will hold the prisoner as ransom until they receive payment. And they will escort you off of the premise.
I will whisper to Kurtz just to help me out in this kind of sense so we can start to do this. And I'll just say, Kurtz, can you map out the layout that we're going to be walking back, how many feet it is, and how many feet underground we are?
Yeah. Do you want me to do a cartographer's check, Sean?
And I'll help you.
You know what? I'll just let you succeed on it. You don't even have to. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Great.
So just as we're walking back, I'm just mentally plotting out the route.
Yeah, and we'll make a map for this later.
Okay. All
Because
right.
we saw where they threw the tabaxi in.
So once they get you back up top to that raised hill area of all the ashen dirt, and they will be watching you. Like, many of them will be fortifying the walls around to make sure you guys don't come back in until you guys are off of the ashen area, making your way back into the swamp area, and out of eyeshot, out of earshot. I will turn it over to all of you. Finley, you have your blue sphere, but
dude.
you guys failed the mission as far as getting the prisoner, but it is conditional, so there's an option. So I'll go ahead
once we're out
turn it
of
over to you guys. Go ahead.
Visual shot, everything shot, walked away shot. I know it's like 10 o'clock ish, so I look around. Do you guys? I mean, I don't really see us making any sort of travel here. Do you want to set up camp?
How about we head back to the Grung, the Bullywug village?
It's a little bit of a hike. We set out at 3 and we got here at 7.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
All right. Let's at least
Your
move.
best
a
bet
little
is to
ways
go to
from-
Brittany.
Brittany's gone.
Brittany went with the Tigers.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Yeah. So just
So our best
wait,
bet
I
is really just
suppose.
to get a little ways away from here and make camp, I guess.
If I look at my notes,
Oh, can I just do one last thing for spite for them? Since we're out of the zone and they unshackle us and they lead us away at that point.
What were you wanting to do?
No, just for like Rin just kind of showing how much, you could have been friends, but now I hate you. So Rin's just going to pretend to reach into the bag of holding and he's going to conjure an exact mirror image of the blue balls, but it glows a dim blue light.
Okay.
And he's going to show it to them as in like, I had an activated one ready to give to you. much. Emperor.
This is why we can't have
saying.
nice things.
You snarky
saying.
fuck, I love it.
And I just the cold stare, like, you're lost.
Amazing.
Walk away.
I'll flip him off again.
Finley picks up the pace of his little halfling legs. Okay, all right, well, now, okay, here we go. Just keep moving. I got what I needed. All right, so once we're out here, I mean, now just to let you know, I mean, it's about a 2-hour hike back to that hut. I mean, we can
Yeah,
go
the
there if you really
cottage.
wanted to, you know.
It's a roof.
I think
Yeah.
just a little ways away from the base of evil slave enforcing dragon worshippers.
Sure. So, do you want to walk back to the hut for 2 hours and get there around midnight-ish and then take a nap, or what?
That sounds good.
All right. On our walk. Okay, so first of all, that could have went a little different, a
Could
little
have gone
better.
worse.
It could have, yeah. That was a little odd not to be able to, you know, actually do anything that I'm capable of doing, magic-wise. There, that was a little scary.
You had a sword, though. We held them off.
I did. I took down a lot more than I thought I would. As I wiped some of the blood off my face. Yeah, didn't see that.
Yeah, and their blood's
Yeah.
like a greenish yellow. Same
Yeah.
consistency as your blood, but just different color.
So I had a thought, though. First of all, that guy backed out of giving me his shiny cloak thing, so little perturbed at that, little upset at that guy. But I'm guessing we'll see him again. And speaking of seeing him again, I had a thought, right? You know, when we were at the, I'm guessing when you talked about mapping it out for them, Kurtz, you were talking about Dino Island where we lost our beloved rat, right? Okay.
I was also thinking about leading them to that cave where we found those fairy dragons that one time.
Sure.
Yeah.
That could have worked. I kind of thought you were going, you know, big dragons. They're not going to know the difference. It's a big
Well, I
lizard
don't-
thing, you know.
I don't want to help them.
You like kind of helped them, right? Just yep. So here was my thought. What if, because I couldn't do it right there for him, which is probably better anyway, but what if tomorrow, after I get a little bit of a snooze, I could make myself look like a big old fuck dinosaur? Like, could we do that?
I don't see how that would help us.
Do we actually have it tomorrow, or is that the?
We do, actually.
We do.
Here's my thought. They take me in as a big old dinosaur. Maybe they kill me right there. Maybe they don't. I don't know. As a dinosaur, sure. Or if you take me knocked out, whatever. Right? I was thinking, once they get me, in some sort of pen or something that they want to, do their thing with me, maybe I just bibbity bam poof out. I have this ring, as I show them my little lizard ring. I don't know. I think I turn into a little lizard and maybe try to walk away, or I have teleport myself out of harm's way. And
Here's my concern. They can obviously negate magic.
Within that
So,
light.
well, we don't know that they have another source of that as well. Where they could check out the dinosaur. They're smart. They understand what
I
we're
mean, aren't they
capable
going to
of.
have to come outside to look at a dinosaur though, and then like bring Clifton up and then exchange?
Well, they just want the bones though. And they were
Well,
fairly
that's why I
adamant
asked about it
that,
being
so they would
alive or
probably
not,
just
you
kill
know?
you outright.
Yeah, he doesn't. The
I
it
imagine
being
they would just
alive
kill you
thing
outright.
is actually an inconvenience. They just want the bones. Yeah. So like they'll take it if that's the only way, but they would. Just
All
want the
right,
bones.
so what if you just dropped off a dead dinosaur and I just played it?
Well, I think that we swore an oath, for good or ill, we need to uphold it.
Aren't we though? I mean, he did pull a shiesty one where we said we wanted the cat and he's turned it around and threw the orb. I mean, it's not like trickery is out of this guy's question, and throwing it back in his face wouldn't necessarily be so bad.
No, there's multiple ways to try if we wanted to try and do that, but
Because
it's
here's
the
my
question
thing.
of what you wish to do and how much risk you want to involve yourself, and if you wish to have the breaking of the oath, I suppose.
Here's the thing. If we do this and we pull this off and we get out of here with this cat, we're going to be gone in like, a little bit of time for a year, right? So, I mean, that's where I'm kind of at with it.
So, what if, in retribution for all our trickery, they raid a Tabaxi settlement and kill dozens?
I think the tigers could take him. They're a lot more powerful than.
I think you're a fool and you're a slave to that mask.
What are you talking about?
You three may do what you wish. Rin, I imagine you will go with the flow. Urgra, you're bloodthirsty as ever. I will uphold my oath. You are welcome to do as you please.
So on
Well, then
that
why did you
note,
drop your blood in the thing if you're all about oaths now all of a sudden?
So I'm not a fool. Why would I injure myself?
It seemed like that was his version of a handshake.
Not mine.
Well, then, so you don't have any oath to hold up to, then. Only me, then. I'm the one who did it.
My word is my oath.
I imagine for Kurtz, his word would be bring it, and then afterwards kill them all once he's delivered it. Really? That's quite surprising. I anticipated more bodies in your plan.
Yeah, me too.
We assaulted their stronghold, killed them, and they reacted. Why should we hold any animosity towards them?
well, when you
Because
walked
they're
in with
kidnapping
Finley,
people and raising the dead and trying to do something with dragon parts that doesn't seem very, divine at all. Anything that they're doing in there is
absolutely. We should
bad,
look
and we
into
swore
this.
an oath to uphold righteousness and the good of
I
mankind.
thought
And I don't think
oaths-
anything they're doing in there is good for anyone. But I mean, if you're gonna take
But
their
I thought
side,
oaths
that's
didn't
fine.
matter, Finley. If you're willing to break the oath to this man, why aren't you willing to break that oath? What does it mean?
Oh, Kurtz, have you broken an oath before? Never? Will you hold to your oath to Tavaria?
Absolutely.
That does not bode well with me.
At least I'm honest.
I suppose.
I will go oversee the negotiations with the Grung and the Tabaxi. If you wish to go forward with this trickery, then you do so. But the repercussions will be on your hands.
What exactly can he... I'm curious as to why they need the Tabaxi. If he was willing to give us the Tabaxi anyways, why is he there in the first place? And will he actually honor that agreement and give us the right Tabaxi?
I suspect he only had the Tabaxi because Clifton was hanging about near their territory and got swept up like those other villagers in the carriage.
Now,
I thought we were spies.
to be perfectly frank, Kurtz, if we still delivered the bones but still liberated the Tabaxi early, we would hold our word, technically. It just means it would save that individual however many years of turmoil and torment and psychological damage that might be inflicted upon him from being imprisoned as long as it will take.
I have already made my choice. We're supposed to be better than them. You will very easily forget that.
How do you mean by better? Do you mean more moral?
No, just better.
I lean into Urgra. Is he referring to like race? Is this like a racism sort of thing? Better? What is he referring to?
I honestly don't know. Kurtz, your perception of things have been so confusing to me recently.
And you
Call-
murdered a man in cold blood.
You broke someone's ankle so he couldn't run. You also obliterated someone using wind and caltrops, making him just a bloody slurry. That was just today.
Yes. Yes, and he was trying to kill me as well. And had he killed me, he would have killed me.
Well, technically
He
no,
didn't.
since you would have been reborn.
Still would have died. It's not a very pleasant experience. It's very painful.
Kurtz, I mean, the thing that I worry about with you is that you say you want to be honest, but the entire idea of truth is entirely dependent on perspective. Universal truth does not exist.
Okay. And?
And you just seem... Well, honestly, you're getting to be very insufferable with your, like, we need to be these, I don't know, heroes. And I understand that, we've been brought by the goddesses and all that sort of thing, and we're supposed to do something. They don't tell us what, but we're supposed to do something. We're supposed to make things better. And we killed a horseman. We did that. And there's another one coming up. And nothing we do apparently is going to stop that, is the feeling that I get.
And by killing Conquest, we saved untold thousands from the plague.
Yes, I'm not disagreeing with you there.
So I'm confused what you're complaining about. You're a slave to the Mad One.
Well, you're a slave to Tavaria. I really don't see the difference here.
I've already said that we would kill Tavaria.
All but 5 minutes ago, you said you would hold your oaths with her.
I have an oath to her, but I will still kill her. That does not conflict with my oath.
Hence, we're making the assumption he would complete his oath with those Githyanki down there and then kill them afterwards. It's a logical conclusion with your track record.
No, I agree. I definitely do not like those Githyanki. In fact, I think after we complete our mission for them and secure the boy, we should lead an entire Shroud company down here and clear them out.
Oh, all right. So you are going to do the body count. All right.
But what I am saying is, he could have slaughtered us in there. He had the numbers. He had the time. He didn't. So he has shown us respect. We should at least show him that much respect.
Well, technically, I think it was from under the influence of Finley. Finley, you activated something over there, didn't you?
Yeah, do you guys remember where I showed my dick to a genie? You guys all remember that?
Yeah, barely. I was running to the doors most of the time. I really wasn't looking back.
I love it to learn.
A little bit.
Long story short, he gave me a magical item. Even more magical than I could have ever imagined, really. But it gave me the ability to... It's a one-time thing, and I looked down at the coin. By the way, it said worthy on it. I even made a note of it. It didn't say chosen one, it said worthy on it.
Yeah, that's right. Are you... Because he asked if you're worthy to hold the treasure.
Yeah,
that's
it
right.
would have been worthy. So we were saying it was like Aladdin font, and it was glowing.
Mm-hmm.
So now that it's been used up, you still have the coin, but the glowing essence of the letters are gone.
Cool. But to make it long and short of it, I really thought just using our words as weapons we were going to get out of there, out of that pickle. I think that's why he agreed to, bargain in the first place, because I don't know necessarily if we didn't start talking, if he wasn't just going to kill us outright anyway. So that's a tough one there.
Regardless, our actions have led us to this place. I have said my piece. And I have said my views on this matter. You are welcome to make your own choices. I will be assisting the Grung for as long as I have left in this year.
All right.
Grell, what do you think?
I agree that we could have easily been killed back there, and so their show of good faith, even if you view it as glass half empty, deserves to some good faith in return.
Even though when we chose the Tabaxi, he lied and gave us the orb instead.
He didn't choose. He asked us a question. Which one do we value more?
He said, which one would we pick? We would have one now and then have the other returned to us on our delivery, and he swapped the deal at the last second.
It was very impressive, actually. I think I might steal that for some conversation later. That was clever.
I'm certainly going to admit, yes, it was a clever ploy to figure out what our preferred choice would be. However, that does mean that he technically lied, and he did not uphold the first part of the bargain, give us what we requested.
Ren, if you... since we have a day tomorrow, And if you and Finley want to use magic to try and get Clifton out, as it seems to have been alluded to, I'll lend my support.
I just think we can make this a real lickety splickety quickety thickety thing here and just get in and get out real quick. Just saying.
Out of curiosity, did they take the key that we stole back?
Did you give it to them?
I didn't.
I did not.
Who had it?
Urgra.
We didn't really talk about it.
It would have been hidden with her lockpicks in her hair.
Yeah, I think you would still have it.
I have the key.
Well, that's good.
But the key didn't work in the corridor where he was being kept.
Was that where he was being kept? I actually didn't see.
Well, from what my guess is, I saw him come out from the side of the door that you first tried and failed, and went to the second door and tried and succeeded.
You think that he was somewhere else because when you looked in those areas, there wasn't a tabaxi.
Okay, so we
There
don't know
was
where,
other
we don't know
areas
where
you
he's being
hadn't
kept.
explored, yeah.
Oh, so he came from the south then.
Well, he came. Yeah, did he come from the south or the north? Well, we didn't see where he came from. Is the important thing.
Anyway, that's my plan. I think it could work.
I have a means to be able to try if you wanted to, but at the same time, I'm not necessarily going to be one to just ride off the rails without considering your decisions. I'll let you know what I think, but I won't act without your consensus.
Or we just leave him there. That's a nice thing heroes do, right? Just leave the guy there in prison that we said we'd go get.
I can help you, Finley, if this was the ultimate choice. I can certainly see that there were flaws in their behaviors. They are not necessarily upholding lawful actions. They're not hopefully good. And their end result of this mission that he was vague enough to try and keep us from understanding, I wouldn't peg him as a good fellow.
Well, why don't we all sleep on it? It's late. Just walk for 2 hours. I think we're all just very tired. Maybe we sleep on it.
All right.
I mean, unless you guys want to stay up, sure, let's party all night. No, I think we should rest. So I'm like tapped out here.
Yeah, you guys took a shit ton of damage in that last stand, so...
Unless anyone else does anything for friendly shenanigans, I'm gonna put my slippers on.
Yeah, my only concern is how you'd want to plan to do it.
We talk it over at breakfast.
All right. Well, I'll just go ahead and set up a dome over here and keep it dry and nice so we can make camping.
Can you make it over the hut? Like the actual hut that we're in?
Well, I will make the magical hut, and then I'll set up my tent inside the hut, but there should be room for you all to still be in the magical hut. I'll be in the tent.
Okay.
In the hut.
Yeah, you guys can go down for a long rest and, take any time to do anything you want. And go ahead and heal up and get all your shit back. So it is now going to be day 7. So I'll go ahead and change that. But where you guys currently are is going to be outside of the distance to be able to get back to anything of... like you couldn't get back to Candoria or anything like that before the end of the week. But that doesn't mean there isn't things you guys could do. So we can either talk about it, or we can fast track it, or you guys can do it, or what is everybody wanting to do?
Ertz is gonna go help the drunk, regardless of what the party stays and does.
Sure. Before Kurtz leaves in the morning, I'll just say, are you sure? You won't change your mind? You're steadfast in Your thoughts?
One of us has to be.
Kurtz, before you go, here, let me just give me a moment. Actually, I would have prepared because I wake up early. I would give Kurtz a phantom steed for him to ride to head to his location.
Okay.
Since Rin is up before everyone else and doing this, I will kind of pull him in close. Rin.
You have to remember, I'm a little more frail. What do you
Too close.
You know that you don't have to help them with this.
Help who? What, Finley?
Finley and Urga.
Oh, I don't know what Urga wants. I'm waiting to see what they will say after they've slept on it. I figured they would have.
Why don't you come with me and help us integrate the Grung? They are clearly the more in need in this situation.
Well, and I feel the Grung will probably be fine, considering you've had the Tabaxi come in and help, and considering the fact that we have friends here, and if they're about to step into the fire, it might be good to help save them from it. But also, if they do succeed in their attempt with or without our help, then you still will be tarred with the crime that they would consider you have breaking their blood oath thing. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
But I won't.
Well, yes, I understand that you won't, but whether through inaction or action, you will be guilty, it seems.
I could say the same of you, for whatever repercussions this action may have.
Well, if I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't, I'd rather try to make sure whoever I help at least saves more lives than loses them.
How much longer do you think it's going to be until they don't go into the fire for you?
What, you don't help me, you mean?
What happens when it's an orb? Or you?
Oh, Finley wouldn't do that, I'm sure.
Are you?
Fairly sure. Let me do an insight check. I have a -1 to this. 11. Oh. Well, I understand what you mean. He was influenced by the masked one, but he did throw it away into the fire recently, and he hasn't used it since. He could have tried to use it down there underground when the situation was dire. We were about to be manacled, and he didn't. So maybe he has chosen to, separate himself from that thing. Maybe he is trying to turn a new leaf, and this is his step of trying to be a better person. If we don't maybe help him, he could then resort to using the mask again in order to get out and succeed in his efforts, which would just push him further into that corrupted state.
Clap a hand on Rin's shoulder. Like, Rin, you have a stiff upper lip. But you need a little more spine. Now, right away.
It lasts for an hour. Be careful when it's about to expire. Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
I think it just fades, and I don't think it does fall.
He does get a chance to dismount it. It says
Yeah.
it fades, giving the rider a time to dismount 1 minute.
Kurtz just starts counting.
But don't just panic if you see it just going gang.
2, 3.
It's like stopping the microwave on the 1 second.
Yeah.
It's that mental timer. Start running for the microwave. 3, 2. Oh shit! All right. Oh, Rin, you're up. Okay, good,
Yes.
good.
Well, Kurtz is gone.
Okay. Never mind. I was going to ask him a question, but okay.
What were you going to ask him?
Oh, just to see if there was anything that could change his mind. I guess I technically got my answer there. All right.
I tried to present him with alternate thoughts, but no, he was pretty adamant.
He does like those grung, I guess.
Surprisingly, yes, in a very interesting way. I didn't. Is he substituting them for his children? Is that what it is? Is this like a transfer of emotion?
Maybe. I still like the idea of having a whole bunch of little frog people helping us fight horsemen in the end. I think that'd be really cool.
I think that would be rather futile and certainly a little bit more wasteful in terms of lives lost.
Well,
But I'm sure that could help with the poison. That might be helpful, perhaps. I don't know if it'll be effective on a horseman, though you could try.
Well, anyway, so here's my plan. Maybe we pull this off, maybe we don't. My thoughts are, if I turn myself into a big old dinosaur, right? When I believe it was me and Rin, weren't we flying around Dino Island and we saw those big fuck all dinosaurs flying around too? Sort of big.
The ones with the leathery wings and the weird pointed heads.
Yeah, that's the one.
What about them?
Well, I mean, that kind of looks like a dragon. It's got wings and everything like that. I mean, could try to pull it off where I could turn myself into one of those. Maybe you and Urgra bring me back as a dead one. Present. You had really good ideas yesterday, by the way, Rin. I wanted to comment on that. Instead of just taking everything at their word, you're like, present the prisoner, and like, how do I know it's a real orb? That was good. That was quick thinking there. I didn't even think of that either. It was really late. My brain wasn't really working full steam,
Well, I even also alter-selfed my wrists and arms to make them thicker so manacles could slide off if I needed to at that moment. But that's not the point. I don't think they're going to be fooled by that, considering getting a creature of that size down there in that small box and the trapdoor. It's very implausible. They would more likely carve you up immediately, which would expose you to not being one.
if I were to guess something that could actually maybe work.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
Holy shit, Urgra!
She was standing there with her arms
Just
folded,
behind
listening to
you.
the conversation.
maybe a bit more of a cough, a rustling,
Right.
something.
Just a good morning there, just to let us know you are present.
Hashtag morning past without a trace.
Holy shit.
But anyway, what I was thinking, I don't know if your change shape thing is going to work too well, Finley, but if you could, you make yourself invisible a lot. Can you do that for Rin?
Yeah, I believe so.
It'd be dangerous, but if both you and I buff him, he could go in, and as soon as he finds the person, he could teleport out, right?
I can actually make you both invisible if you wanted to.
Oh, not hearing you, AJ.
What? Oh no.
There it is. It's just very... Try now.
Do you have the lesser one?
You're really quiet now.
Oh, never mind. Nope, just one of you.
Oh, you have the lesser one.
Nope,
Level
just
2.
one of you.
Yeah.
Just one of you.
Yeah, it's greater.
If you gave me how many hours is that? 4 hours, I could do it.
Why 4?
Well, do you remember that hairy fellow, Gur?
Yes.
One of his spells in here, I looked at it a little bit. I have to get it detailed, but it's invisibility. Right, that's it. Well, you can't read. It's invisibility, trust me.
Well, if I had to guess, I think Kurtz's main concern was that if we were to, 1, pull this off, or B, not pull this off, there'd be retribution for other people, possibly even the Grung and Tabaxi who are currently leaving. And so it's the whole one Tabaxi that's gonna have a very bad year versus multiple people dying.
Yes, the only way for that to be avoided would you'd have to replace him with another Tabaxi.
You could always pull a switcheroo, sure.
I don't have a Tabaxi handy, do you guys?
Well, all right. So Finley, you can change shapes, but you can also open that portal and shift dimensions. Correct?
Yep.
Well, so in theory, if Finley and I were able to successfully find where he was,
Yep.
And then If there is a means, I could potentially let him shift that tabaxi into a smaller creature of some sort. He can then leave. I could remain. I could alter my appearance to look like him and make enough of a scene or a display or something to the end of just he escapes on his own. So technically they wouldn't know that we had handed it. It was just he decided to leave.
I mean, just considering the things they had available, even with your skills, Rin, I think they may be optimistic for you to be in captivity and then being watched and then being able to escape.
I assumed I would just make the noise, eventually have it already ready to go so that once it opened, I was gone. They would have a witness of someone seeing disappear.
Lots of options.
The only other option would be to make a suitable corpse of some sort. But considering the fact that they can resurrect their individuals, I don't put it past them being able to resurrect the Tabaxi. And should they be unable to resurrect him, they'd assume something suspicious.
Yeah, Sean, DM.
Yes.
So when we were kneeling there before, I know you just pulled Clifton onto the map, but I mean, it looked like he was at least coming from that northern hallway there. Would we have known where his actual cell was?
Apparently, we didn't get that far.
Yeah, there's many areas that you guys didn't explore. Once you guys did some of the stuff on the top, Urger did a little bit, but then you guys started heading down, and then once that combat started, you guys just went straight down. There was several areas it could have been. So it would seem like they brought him from an area that you didn't explore yet. To answer your question.
So from what I remember, it was when you go down again, and then off to the side was where stuff was happening. Straight down was where that dragon statue was, down to another dragon statue. Up to the other side was some prison cells and things. So the only way we didn't go was where that statue is, down that pathway.
Well, where the statue was, there was a way to the left, which is where I went a little bit, but there was another guard, and that wasn't where the chanting was coming from.
You went down to the left, I went up and to the right, and then we eventually went straight down, but we didn't go down and to the right.
He was down to the left, but either way.
All right, so what about this? What if I teleport myself down to where that statue is and explore on my own and find the cat, and then I can make him small on my own and bamf out? What about that?
I don't
Out
think
of
you have this.
character, I think we're walking in circles here with this planning.
You're not there. You're on a horse.
I don't think you have enough reserves to do that.
There's just lots of options. We got lots of magic here that we can use. And we're under the assumption that the anti-magic was only in front of that dragon statue.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know it was because we went into a room and it stopped.
I mean,
I'm what?
it's really down to you. I think there are chances where there could be something lying in wait that we're not ready for. We are technically missing Kurtz at this point.
It also wouldn't surprise me if they beefed up their security.
With what? More dead people, I guess?
Well, I mean, everyone
I
we've
assume the
killed
ones-
is now alive again.
Yes. We were able to reliably, I suppose, let the Grung survive for 1 year. And then we were able to return. At the moment, though, the only reason why it makes me hesitant is the fact that it might be more than a year that he's down there. unless you can figure out a way that you think would be less troublesome or less repercussioned if we stole back the one that we have gifted the Bane.
The what we've gifted the Bane?
Do you not recall the egg?
Oh, that.
I mean, another thing
No,
I could do
truth
is once
told.
we get a little bit closer, I can see down the hallway that we didn't go down yet to see what I see and hear what I hear.
Yeah, but truth be told, also, didn't he suggest that it wouldn't be that creature? It'd have to be something bigger.
Well, he wanted bones.
Yeah, but I mean, like, wasn't just out of character.
Sean specifically implied that it was the
Footprint in the river thing. Yeah,
The footprint, yeah.
yeah, that creature. So technically, we have no means of getting that for a while. So that means he'd be stuck there for a bit. I mean, the best thing you can do is, Finley, if you do go through this, you'll need to warn every single tabaxi and every single citizen, everything above ground, that there are creatures that are looking, that are maybe going to look for revenge.
Oh, if only I didn't pick halfling size, I could just dimension door all over the place with people.
Yes, you could.
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
And your thing only works for how far in your all of your teleports and things and bibbity bamps.
If I went in solo, I could do it fairly well, I suppose, to some extent, as long as there's no magic nullification.
Don't you have to like draw out the circle though?
Not for dimension.
No. So out of character, just for things, he can eventually learn invisibility. He can cast it on himself if you want him to. He can also cast Alter Self and make him look like a Githyanki, walk in, infiltrate in there, move about, and eventually try to find him and then dimension door the hell out of there. 2, he can always polymorph Finley, or Finley can polymorph himself into a giant badger, dig a tunnel when you find the location and just get him out that way if there's like an anti-magic zone or something that stops magic from getting you out. If the worst case comes to just, getting in and scouting and getting out, Rin can do that as well. So it's down to you how you want to tackle it.
That's what I'm saying too, man. I mean, I have clairvoyance. I can cast 3 times down this hallway, different parts to see where the exact cell is.
If you want to do the scouting with that would be fine. And then if you do get lucky or anything in that regard, damn, I can't make you understand what they're saying though. That'd just be you taking wild shots. Luckily, we do have.
Would I just repeat it? Would I just repeat it back, and hopefully you understand what I'm saying?
You could try, yes, I suppose, yes, maybe if you're keen on mimicking. Are you good at that?
Sure, I could try.
Okay, sure. Well, so the clairvoyancing cannot hurt. So I would say that gives you 3 chances. How many chances does it give you?
3.
3, potentially 5.
Potentially 5.
All right.
But I'd rather hold off to those other big ones.
All right. If you can, go ahead and try 3. See
Right.
if it'll work.
So we got to walk 2 hours back in that direction because clairvoyance is a mile out.
Yep.
Oh, we walked very far. We walked far away. Damn.
Yeah.
It was 2
Okay,
hours.
Rin will do some phantom seeds to get us there a little faster.
Okay, so you're trying to do some recon in the place with your clairvoyant eye?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so the idea here, Sean, is down the hallway, when we went around the loop-de-loop, there's like a statue there that went down to the other statue where we were at. But off to the side, there was another pathway down that direction that I want to cast Clairvoyant Eye down that way. Here, I'll pull it up real quick.
I'm going to bring you to that map again.
I haven't seen down that hallway, but I have seen the hallway where that statue is, right? Up here.
Are you on the map?
Yeah.
Okay.
Up here, though. So there's the hallway down this way. Now, we haven't gone this way yet.
Correct.
All right, but my thought was I'm going to cast Clairvoyant Eye right there. That's as far as I got, because we saw all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then see what I see that way.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and move yourself up there.
Because it wouldn't be fair of me to say down this way, because that's not fair, but here would make sense.
All right. I'll precast, of course, comprehend languages ahead of time, just so I can understand any mimic Genki he might say.
Okay.
All right.
So once we get within a mile of this place, I will cast Clairvoyant Eye, and then when I look down there, I will tell them, well, isn't that fucking splendid? There is a trap door, just like ones that we saw before, that most likely go down.
Yeah,
Great.
it'd be just like the
your
ones that
eye-
brought you to the other area on the map. Yeah.
Can your eye see below that, or do you need to actually have seen the area? Can you just tell your eye to go down a certain distance?
Not with this casting.
You have to have seen it.
Well, no, he can do it, but he has to cast the spell again. I can't move except like in
No, that's fine. Yes, but do you want to try and cast it below there then?
So my thought is that if I cast it again, it says a place you have visited or seen before, or in an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you, such as behind a door, around a corner, or in a grove or a tree. So I'd have to cast it again, and I would
And
cast
be
it
behind the trapdoor.
right below the door
Yeah.
to see what I see. So I'm gonna walk this. I'm gonna walk this eye basically.
Okay.
While we have it up for 10 minutes, I will switch it over to ear and see if I can repeat back what I hear from any guards that are lurking around.
It seems like they're preparing for something. You're gonna, because you can understand them right now, right?
I can't.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
Well,
going
he can mimic it to me. And then
You would
I'll-
have to telephone to Rin.
to repeat
Right.
back whatever I hear. So when they go, "Ra-da-da-da," I'm gonna go, "Ra-da-da-da," and then Rin goes, "Oh, that's
Okay.
Jeez.
So it'll be pretty broken. You hear something about the massive skull.
massive skull."
Mm-hmm. But that would be about it for that.
Okay, I will cast Clairvoyant Eye again, and I'm going to cast it right on the other side of that trapdoor there. So, oh shit, oh shit. Okay. All right, so it definitely goes down below another level. It looks like this might be the place. So down that hallway, another trapdoor. It's guarded by dead people.
Dead people?
Well, I look. Do you remember the things that were coming back? That priest was making them alive again or something.
Oh, so they are all right. It's not like animated dead or skeletons or something.
You'd think they'd take a bath after dying.
Nope, doesn't look like it. I switch it over to smell. No, I'm just kidding. All right,
what do
so,
they taste like?
so with that being said,
How many feet down is that from the trapdoor?
I don't know however many feet it is.
I mean, yeah, Sean, how many?
Maybe like half a story down, and then a kind of like a crawl tunnel to another spot.
All right.
Now, in relation to when we went into the castle, over to the trapdoor, then went down onto the net, walked around, found a trapdoor, went down, like did all this shit. Can we get an idea of where this room is if you went straight up from the earth?
Yep, that's what Rim was trying to get Kurt to do when he was mapping out the location.
It would have been, so the other trapdoor that you took to where the key was, that Rin found, it would be south of that.
I will relay that.
Yes, I can certainly picture where it is.
So, and that's like, is that still underneath like the castle itself, or is that kind of like underground tunneling? It doesn't
I think
feel
at
like
that
that's
point
under
it wouldn't be. The castle top wasn't very big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
But
almost
was-
feels like it would be
yeah, that
outside
ashen
the castle walls
dome.
somewhere.
The thing set on top, so it kind of comes down and kind of branches out into
Right,
other
like,
locations.
okay. All right, so I mean, here's the thing. We could always try to make our way down through a different cause of magic. We could burrow.
So you don't see the prisoner anywhere in there?
I barely do.
John did say that the walls are made out of bedrock.
That's fine.
You can't just go through bedrock, man.
Oh, I can teleport through. But
you see Clifton or not, Finley?
Yeah.
you see him? He's there.
Mm-hmm.
Is he in a cell? Is he just sitting with a bunch of them? What
I
is
can't really make out the cell completely, but it looks like he's in a cell made by the same person who made the death trap tunnel, but like a lesser version of it.
Yeah, there's
so
a
there's
massive contraption that's kind of all around him too.
He's in a trap itself?
So it looks like.
Oh, that's shit.
So
How far down the hall is this?
Yeah, Finley, can you? I mean, I don't think if nothing's happening, can you come out of that and do a minor illusion so we can get a visual of what you're seeing?
Sure. From where that door is to the front of the cell, it's probably about 20 feet, and then it's probably another 20 feet from the door to where this Clifton guy's all chained up.
Is he chained up?
Looks like it. It's kind of hard to tell. I can't move the eye when I'm here. It is where it is. So whatever I see, I see.
Okay. So when he minor illusions this sort of layout for us, can we see that? Can we pop over with him? So it makes it a little easier.
I mean, I could screenshot it, but I almost think it's more fun to just rely on Kyle's descriptions. So, because Kyle can physically see it, so it'd be him, as far as Finley.
Would you say that the thing is longer or shorter than the trap that I teleported through?
Oh, it's definitely shorter, but it looks like there's a big fuck all thing that's right there in the beginning.
I mean, Finley, just to make sure of one thing that I'm a little worried about, can you try and, because you have one more of those clairvoyances left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you try and do it like right next to Clifton?
Sure.
To make sure it's not a magic dead zone, which...
Oh, that'd be good to know.
Sure. I will do that. I will cast clairvoyance again.
Okay.
Right in there, just so I can see, like, right... You want me to do it right over top of him, or what?
Within his 5-foot square, if you wish to use a certain term.
I'll do it right fuck all on him, yep. Okay, right above him. Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the screenshot's much better.
Oh, you're actually doing it.
Check the private HotA.
Okay. Hold on one.
I don't know. I think my
Hey,
I think my
you
version's
did good,
better.
Kyle.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
Just another drawing to add to the Finley book. All right, so there you go. I don't know what this contraption does, but you both are smarter than I, so maybe you know what it does.
I do not.
Well, from him making an imitation of it, can Rin figure out what the trap would do if what its intended purpose is?
No, yeah, that's gonna be based off. I'm already giving you guys the screenshot, so it's gonna be up to you guys to make your own assumptions.
All right. Oh, now is
helping you out here.
Is he tied up to anything, or is he just standing in a space and just like not moving because he knows if he does, he'll be dead?
No, he's chained.
He's chained. Is he chained to himself, or chained to the floor, chained to a contraption?
Like this, or like this, or like this?
Yeah, he's chained to himself.
Okay, so he's manacled.
Yeah.
All right, so he's just sitting manacled in a spot, not moving.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, Rin, do you feel comfortable going to get him?
What if instead of digging straight down, what if we just dug in like on an angle? Because you only need to get so close, right, Inaran? And I mean, you could just bibbity bounce in and out with him, right?
He's within 500 feet. The problem isn't necessarily about getting him out. It's the question of, can you do anything to make them not have revenge? If we went to get him out, most likely they would set upon some kind of vengeance or believe we broke the word and did so on and so forth. Considering you told them...
But I mean, on who, though? Just because he's a cat person?
They'll just send out there for us. I'm not sure. If someone's scorned enough, they might have a blood vengeance.
I don't understand why they captured him in the first place, let alone, I guess, they've killed this fellow's parents, right? If they're looking for dragon parts, none of this makes any sense to me. But, you know, whatever. We sent out here because we told Memoir we would. Doesn't make any sense. I say we go in, we bamf out, I turn into a pterodactyl, and we just get the hell out of here. Pterodactyl is what I'm calling those big dinosaur birds. Patent pending. I don't know. Just rolled off the tongues. First thing that came to my mind.
What spells were you wanting to use to do this, Rin? Just teleport in?
Rin, if just looking at that, if it's just a get out and escape thing, he'll just probably first cast Dimension Door, hold it, and wait until after, like, you know, a period of him regathering, release Dimension Door. That would be his attempt.
Dimension Door in, and then grab him.
Yeah, he would cast Dimension Door, hold it as a reaction to release it at the last second. Once he arrives, grab, out.
Yeah, it's plausible. It could work. If that's what you want to do.
Do we even need to dig at that point? Do we even?
No, you wouldn't have to dig. I could just do this.
But I mean, Rin, do you have an idea of trying to make a scene so
we could do a distraction? Sure, we could distract them away or something.
No, they won't leave this cell. They've got plenty of undying reinforcements that they're not going to do that.
Just leave a note and say someone else took him.
Or we could just...
If you're worried about repercussions, when you grab him, leave a note that says...
All right, you know what? That I can do. Okay. And I start stripping.
Best regards from... Who's a bad guy that we know?
No, we'll just do something else. And I'm just going to strip.
Well...
Getting down to bare essentials.
This plan took a really awkward turn I was not ready for. Okay, well, here we go.
And so Rin's
getting naked.
Yeah, well, Rin's getting most of his stuff off. He's just going to have what would be considered crude apparel, just undies and all that. Let me just see if he has... I don't think he has any other real useful costumes in his bag of holding. Just checking real quick. Not really. No. So what he's going to do, he's going to look bare bones, simple in that regard. He's going to cast Alter Self first on himself, and he's going to turn himself into the black-furred, no one likes you, you suspicious motherfucker tabaxi that we met earlier. Yep.
Okay.
He's going to turn into him.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. I like it.
And then when he's got that form ready, he's just going to be, all right, I'm going to go down there, tell him that he's got to come with me, and they'll see me doing it, not us doing it. We ready?
Yeah,
yeah, sure. Do you want me to be ready in some sort of big old fuck all thing to fly off with, or are we just going to sneak off into the woods?
Why don't you...
Urga, don't you want to cast your thing to make us be a little more stealthy as we approach?
We'll do that once everyone's here.
Yeah, and I have some, there's some steeds here that we can still use to get out fast, but...
Okay.
But yes.
All right.
All right,
I will say, Rin, you got this, all right? We're going to do this. Let's do this. Get the fuck out of here. Inspiration.
Okay, good. Inspirations are good. All right.
Are you sure you don't want me to cast anything on you? Make you invisible or nothing? You want to make sure your cat presence is known?
No, it's fine. But actually, Finley, you know what I need you to do for me?
Sure.
I need you. You can't, can you? Because you're too tiny. God damn your tininess. All right.
What? What do you want?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Here we go.
Do you want me to wait? Do you want me to come with you?
Nope. In I go.
Okay.
Come with me if you want to live.
All right, so you can dimension door right by him, and as you appear,
I'll try to do it maybe behind the trap if possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just fucking bamf on him. Just bamf on
All right,
the
so
fucking...
yeah, right. As you can even like
Sure, I can stand on top of him
Like,
if he wants
right
to be
above
between the
him
legs.
as you're
I'm okay
gonna-
with that.
yeah. So you'll see him kind of manacled to himself, and he's on this platform, and it's got the spring-loaded wooden arm with some spikes on the back end, and looks like some kind of blade that's etched on there. Moving off will cause this thing to swing around, and there's some other traps that are just north of it to protect coming into it. But you can just grab him and pull him, and hopefully you can get him out of the way quick enough.
I mean, yeah, we just...
Yep. Yes,
yeah,
be willing.
I mean...
All right. Give me, I mean, you're grabbing him physically, so it'd be athletics.
Okay, will I use this forms muscle?
Gears?
I mean, for the dimension door, the only thing is the person has to be willing.
Yeah,
So
I don't
grapple
have
has
to grapple
nothing
him. I
to
just
do with
have to
anything.
touch him. He's just like...
Right, but I'm trying to see if you can do it fast enough, because as soon as
Oh, that's a reflex.
he's pulled off, it's going to trigger it. So you're going to be trying, yeah, so you can use speed if you want.
Well, I mean, it's just magic. Yeah, I technically don't release the
Would-
pressure plate. I just...
Would you have advantage since it's just a literal thing that just fucking happens out of nowhere?
Him getting pulled off of it is going to trigger it, so it's a matter
Well, he's
of
not
you
pulling.
getting-
You just
I'm not pulling
touch
him.
someone on a chair.
Yeah, I don't lift him up. I just...
For
I
the
add
door?
my weight. Well, on
you
him.
don't walk through a door. You just touch someone and you leave.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then you'd be good.
I'll click the button. Here. Let's click
Okay.
it.
Sorry.
I thought it was like a magical
A portal
door.
opens. Yeah. No. You can do that for flavor, but it's not essential whatsoever.
I always do it as along the lines of the door opens and it comes
It
towards us
does.
both.
It does say if you would arrive in a place already occupied by an object or a creature, you and any creature traveling with you take 4d6 force damage, and the spell fails to teleport you.
Creature, you or any creature traveling. Can you lane above him?
I was going to do it in the corner since you made the thing, since that's technically outside the trap.
Yeah, you could do it there.
Yeah,
Don't
that's where
listen
I was...
to me, man. I'm not the one casting the spell. You go where you want.
Yeah, I would, if my unoccupied space was there, I'd go there and I just hold on to him and then...
Yeah, he'd be willing. Yeah, you can get him out of there with that way.
Okay, yep. I'm a face you want to live. I'm a friendly face. Smile.
Okay. All right, yeah, so you can grab him and poof, get him out of there.
All right, onto the seat. Onto the seat.
Okay. Wow.
And pass without trace, all of us, and we are gone with
From
no
the time
trace.
that Rin's gone, I'm like, boy, Order, I really hope he does. Oh shit! Okay, he's back. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you can kind of throw his body, so he's still manacled. You could be, probably get that off later if you're just trying to get the hell out of there. I'll kind of throw him over the phantom steed as you are galloping off, trying to get as much distance as you can. He'll kind of, as this thing's running, he'll kind of look up, and you'll see a little smirk smile as he kind of, just from exhaustion, just kind of passes out on top of the steed.
Oh good. Oh good. Oh good. Okay. Okay. Go 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 go.
Okay.
And while we're traveling, do you guys just want to go back the same way we came from the hut to the carriage back to the grung, or what, like we seem to know that direction pretty well?
Unless you want to get lost.
Nope. Nope. Don't want to do that. Our map guy is not here, so back the way we came.
Yep.
Order, you are now map guy. Well, map girl.
We are following the river with the yellow flowers.
Okay,
Right.
going back to the hut.
Yep.
Okay, with
Yeah, we
the
can.
dried mud skipper fish kind of hanging up, the door that was
Yep.
smashed in. Okay.
And I think we just keep on going, and we go as far as we can till the time ends. If we catch up with the tigers and such,
Oh,
we'll drop them
I'll
off.
I'll keep ritually casting phantom steeds to refresh them. So it'll be like I'm just constantly reading at that point. It's a cycle.
Okay.
But you can go. That the horse can go. That's Brittany speed. It's
You
It's Brittany, bitch.
ritual cast them?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, so you can start heading to if you just beelining it from here back to the shroud area, making it through the swamp. before the end of the day, we get like just thematically end it just like right inside the territories where you can drop them off.
Okay.
Wherever the fuck Memoir is.
Okay.
That guy.
Okay. What else? Anything else before the end of the year?
Do we catch up to Kurtz and the Grung and the Tigers or not?
They got to be.
They would have actually overtaken me because I only had 1 hour horse.
Right.
Yeah, we technically would have, unless we were on the same path with Kurtz. We would eventually spot him on our run, or we would.
Probably
yeah,
not.
the
I would
swamp
have
is
gone
so
the
big.
easiest footpath.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, then I
no,
guess
no,
we
not really,
go way ahead of him.
because we had to go 2 hours this way, and he had an hour this way,
Oh Lord, not
And
these
then-
problems.
and then it's 2 hours back. Well, not with the Phantom Seed, sure, but he's an hour this way. You know, we're an hour this. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I guess eventually we would, but not like right away. He'd probably have a good 2 hours of walking time. By
We
the time we
traveled.
actually-
We traveled 7 hours the day before.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I
Yeah, it's-
don't even
So-
think he'd be able to
Korea-
get all the way there.
I would have gotten back to the hut basically I would have
Yep.
left from the hut, had about an hour
Right.
of steed, which probably cut off 2 hours. So I would still have 5 hours of travel time. And I would also be taking a path that's easier on foot, not necessarily easiest for a mount.
Okay. I mean, the only thing I guess is once we arrive is we would, make sure he gets to Memoir and ask him, all good? Do you need anything else?
Where did we meet Memoir at?
At the
At the
lion.
capital.
So
Yeah, the
we,
liner.
when we free the Grung, we just leave them there and take off, right?
Well, the tigers and yeah,
Right? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that took us 5 hours to get from there to the.
It took us 12 hours with Brittany to get from
Yeah, you
the
guys
lion
wouldn't be able to get
capital
back in
into the
time.
swamp.
Yeah.
I don't
With
know.
Brittany,
We headed
well,
out at 2, and we got
You
to
don't-
the fucking place at 7. That's all I know. Wrote it down.
well, so Brittany, because the horse moves at the speed of Brittany. I know that. It goes very fast.
Just trying to help.
So if it takes 7 hours from where we are to go across terrain with it, so we arrive at night, late night.
We left at 2, 5 o'clock, we got to the hut. 5 to 7 took us to the castle. 2 to 7 from leaving to the castle. There you go.
Because you guys would have had gone from where you were to back to
Capital.
this area
Grung
here
territory.
to get him out and then go all the way back. So we'll get him to like really, really close to Shroud territory, before when you guys, the week will end. So he's safe, when he.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not trying to like.
That's all
screw
my
you guys
concern is making
Yeah.
sure we got him there.
Which you
He's
guys
in
would
familiar territory.
Right. So this would be safe enough, and once he comes to or whatever, he'd be good to go. He could take the manacles off, but you guys wouldn't be able to make it back. You guys wouldn't be
As
able
we
to make it
disappear.
all the way back before the end of the year.
So basically, we make it back to Kandora to drop him off with Memoir, or we don't do that.
No, you don't make it all the way, but you're very close, where it's
Few
familiar
hours
territory
away.
where he could make it back on his own.
I would like to warn the Tabaxi about the Gith.
Okay.
Track to end of day.
Okay. Anything else before you guys run out of time?
Yeah, I guess I would just make sure to tell Memoir's buddy. Just tell him we got you through, but in order for us to appease things, you have to basically say that it was Tabaxis that sent you free. Just tell Memoir that it was us, but to everyone else, it was your own kind.
Oh, interesting.
So you can tell him, and then we'll meet up with him in a year.
Okay.
And we'll be happy to explain things in detail later. But
Yeah. Any
I wrote out this
conversations?
note. It's on the note.
Yeah, any conversations he would have to write back and forth, because he's not going to speak. But yeah, he would.
Yeah, I write it down for him.
Yeah, he would agree to that. Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay. Anything else? Kurtz, what about you?
No, I mean, I'm just helping healing and nursing back the Grung, helping organize them, helping Grug sort of step up into a leadership position, working with the Tabaxi and tending to their wounded as well until reinforcements arrive or their ambulances can come pick them up. because a lot of them were pretty fucked up, and we sent for help.
Okay. All right. So as you guys will kind of fade off towards the void, as you're getting this guy as close as you can, telling him to tell the Memoir the truth, but everyone else that it was Tabaxis. Kurtz, you are heading towards the Grung. All right, so that's where we will end tonight's session. With
Nice.
you guys heading back towards the void for year 9. So it's a little bit short of a session. I really gotta go pee. But instead of going on a break, we'll actually just end it there. We got a longer meeting that we gotta get to tonight. I hope everybody had fun. Do you guys have anything you want to say? Any plugs or anything like that? We didn't talk about any of the other shows on the channel. I forgot about that earlier. If you want to go over that real quick, AJ.
Yeah, so on Sundays we have Ages Past, where we start at 6:30 p.m. Monday we have Whispers of the Eye, also at 6:30 p.m. And Wednesdays, Rise of Unity, and one more time, 6:30 p.m. All Pacific Standard Time. It's our gig, it's our day, it's our moment. It's when we shine.
Okay.
It's our time.
All right. Well,
It's
hope
our time
everybody
down here.
enjoyed it. We finally finished year 8. That was a long stretch, over 20-something episodes. But we finally made it to the end. So these guys are heading back to the void, which is where, when we play next, where we will pick up them heading back to the void, getting ready to go to year 9 after talking to Alundra. Hope everybody had fun. That's going to be it for us tonight. See you guys next time.
Good night.
Bye.